That's fine. So yeah, why
No,
don't,
I'm kidding.
exactly. Why don't you give us a quick recap, Eldwin, of last game?
Alright. So last week we continued exploring the temple after taking the short rest in the sanctuary uh, that we were shown, and we we had a quick battle, some ghosts, found a library, which gave us a couple of us found books, and we found two scrolls for very powerful spells. Mass Heal, which went to Anvir, and Foresight, which Aldwin has. And we continued on to find a bar in the temple, being manned by a ghost bartender and his ghostly patrons. Uh, we hung out with them, talked with them, see got if we were able to get any information. Lion managed to sort of befriend the bartender and was given a healing potion to help aid our efforts. As we left, Otto mentioned that the sword hanging in the back of the bar was magical, and upon us leaving the bar, the ghost disappeared. Seeing that the ghost disappeared, Onyx ran immediately back in to try and take it, with causing the ghost to reappear, but but also triggering them to turn into Wraiths for one reason or another. We then fought them off, had a couple close calls, lost both of, ended up losing both Hassan and Ramti, and afterwards we decided that because three of our members were severely weakened from the uh, decaying effect, that we would try and see if we can get a long rest to restore their health.
All right, and yeah, so the group is continuing to explore the mysterious temple, looking for a way through. Now, you were teleported here, right? Am I getting my groups mixed up?
No,
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 we walked
we
here.
came here with
We went the hard
Kalathar, and
way.
then he got teleported away.
Oh, okay, good. All right, just making sure
Dragon.
that you. That's right.
We walked into this death trap of our own volition, sadly.
Yes. Okay, got it.
Our choice.
That
We
answers my
marched right
question.
in and we started punching buttons and stealing swords.
Exactly.
Yep.
So
We're here to loot this ancient.
The average
erroneous
D&D
temple.
campaign, my friends.
can I ask something, Lou? Would I have noticed somehow that I aged 10 years?
Um,
Would I feel differently at
you
all?
would definitely feel different. Obviously, as usual, aging is more casual. You don't notice the effects right away. So you would feel different for sure. I don't know if that's like your hips starting to hurt more, or what the exact.
I mean,
It's
I'm
just
still,
the
I'm
like
still
he
only
was
34.
role-playing
Yeah, I
last
was gonna
time.
say.
Well, but
I
you
was,
were
I was
nailed.
really kind
know
of joking
what's-
around, but I'm
It's-
just 34, so
Yeah, so
It-
you're
it
You know
not.
what's
didn't-
weird about
That's
that?
true.
anymore.
You're not. You're not that old. Yeah, I can't
No, he
think
is
of.
34 now, I think is what he's saying.
yeah, I'm
Okay,
34
okay,
now. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Which is weird, because you're younger than me. The elf.
Yeah.
so
Go ahead.
sorry, I'm just trying to figure out, like, all right, so I would feel different, but I wouldn't exactly know what had happened.
The next time you see your reflection, maybe you notice a gray hair.
So
Well-
I think I'll before we get into the long rest, because I know we were having to kill some time. Sorry for doing this. I should have thought of this last time, but I would go ask probably Anvir, since he's a cleric. I would say, hey, I feel strange. I don't know what it is, but ever since that ghost like did that scary thing to all of us, I have not felt normal. Does anything look different about me?
I don't know. Let me have a quick look.
Do you have medicine
Do I
on
notice
here?
anything? I do not have medicine, no.
Do you
Oh.
have religion?
I do have religion.
Give me a religion check.
Ooh, dirty 20.
Alright, so you do realize, when you're thinking about it, you realize that you were in a fight with ghosts, and one of the effects that ghosts can do, if they do their screeching ability, is that it can age someone, depending on how much that person is affected. So when he says that, you might put two and two together.
Oh, I have heard about ghosts being able to effectively age people if with that shriek they did before.
Oh no.
You may be an
That's not good.
older man now.
Is there any way to reverse it?
Let me think.
So interesting you bring that up.
It's almost like I went and researched it.
Yeah, I bet you did. So, there is a way to reverse it. You would know, Anvir, that you would have to get, let's see, a greater restoration spell. However, it has to be done within 24 hours of it happening, or it becomes a permanent change.
I'm unfortunate to say I don't think we're going to be able to. There is ways to reverse it, but it's time sensitive, and I don't have those capabilities.
Oh no. That's not good. I have a family. I can't be out here aging faster and losing years with my family. I'll just go off to the side a little bit and think for a little while.
All right. Do you know when that? Do you remember when the effect happened?
It was
I wanna
in the fight with the ghost, which was before we went
About
into the
10
bar.
a.m.-ish.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was probably about 10 in the morning. So it's currently 12:30 in the afternoon. So you would have until 10 a.m. the next day to find some means of restoring your vitality.
Okay. After thinking about it for a little while, I'm going to stick my head outside the door. Can I hear the sound from that demon? The buzzing
The
sound?
buzzing. So you coming right out. Oh, well, it would help if I changed the map. Hang on.
I'm just kind of leaning my head out to see if I hear it.
So just outside the room where you are right now.
Yeah.
Alright, so that would be over here. And I know that you cannot see yet, Rob, but you should be able to see in a little bit once your character gets there. I guess I could do like a party token, just to give you some indicate or vision of what's going on. Let me do that.
Can drag it around with us, or he can
Yeah,
control
just
it,
so
yeah.
he's not just sitting there with
Yeah.
nothing.
And my dark vision.
You should get a
gets everywhere.
token that's like, oh yeah, all of us have sight through it, in case like you want to give us sight on something where we're not at.
Well, I think technically we already have that one, don't we?
Yeah,
we
I
only use it on the. We usually only use it on the big map, but yeah.
yeah, exactly. So I can just put it on here and adjust the vision. So there.
So there.
Or actually, since the
Okay.
door is closed, I'll put it in.
Yeah. There we go.
So Onyx, you're gonna pop the door open and stick your face out and take a look.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like since it's past the library, I don't know if I'll be able to hear it from here, but
What's your passive perception?
not good. 10.
You don't hear any. Excuse me. You don't hear any buzzing noises from here.
Yeah, but me and Otto exist. Do we hear it?
With the door open, you all I think are around 17 or 18. Is that right?
I'm 17 and she's like 23.
I'm 24 passive perception.
24, sorry.
All right. So yeah, as you see Onyx looking out the door, You as well do not hear any buzzing noises anywhere nearby.
All right, I'm gonna go to Otto. Otto, I need to go back to the sanctuary and talk to that ghost, the priest or whoever he was.
Hoo-hoo,
Here,
you're hoping
take-
he has a treasure to help with your aging.
I don't. I need to see if there's any hope. Here, take my bag of holding. If anything happens to me, this will become a regular bag, and all this stuff will spill out, and that way you'll know that I'm dead.
Well, that's a bit macabre.
Wait. You're planning on going there
Perhaps-
alone?
Yep.
Perhaps company is
And I'm gonna
required.
go. I'm gonna go out the
Surely you
door.
wasn't.
He just walks away.
Yep.
Looks
Honestly,
like he is
I-
going.
all right. Honestly, I think Otto would drop the bag because Otto's not really hurt too much. So Otto would leave the bag with the rest of the party and follow. Except I can't select my character because of this hut. There's.
Oh, it is all
got
powerful.
Ralphie, but I can't
There
get
you go.
Otto. There.
Trying to be stealthy. I'm not suicidal. I'm just
All right,
not
so
thinking.
Are we
very
chasing
clearly,
the man?
so-
as you're heading to the library, you see Otto come prancing down the hall behind you. Are you prancing, Otto? It seems like you often are, but
He always walks with like a little skip
Little
in his
skip.
step, but yeah, he's not being he's being nimbly.
Ostentatious.
He's skipping nimbly, not like thud thud bang bang. I don't know. I'm hoping he's not super hot.
He's not
super
being
loud.
ostentatious.
Yes.
yeah. All right, fair enough. So yeah,
I'm just gonna wait here. If I leave the hut, we'll go down.
what's
Find
wrong
me
with
the
Otto,
correct symbol
wait.
for invisibility.
you? Invisibility is which one? I think it's the ninja. It's this one.
Perfect. Thank you. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh my
Alright.
gosh! Now I can't get them to go away.
So Otto follows you back into the library. I'm the cameraman for the group. The doors are still closed, and you do not hear any buzzing sounds.
All right, I'm going to carefully open the door, leave the library.
Otto, you as well do not hear any buzzing.
Okay.
So Onyx pulls the door open. You said you're trying to be stealthy. Give me a stealth check. Otto and Onyx.
Damn.
I was
so,
never here.
Yeah, you are moving very quietly as you go through the corridor. You see the remains of the ghost essence where it fell.
You both did the same roll.
Not sure why a torch was left there. And actually, at this point, Otto, as you move out, you would hear footsteps coming from the north somewhere.
Steps ahead.
Okay. I'll go back into the doorway and just kind of like stay there and look at Otto and say, "Can you tell if they're getting louder or softer?"
I'd press myself over here and kind of give a listen.
It sounds like whoever it is approaching.
Coming closer.
You also
Mm,
notice
okay.
that they're moving fairly quickly, as if
Quickly.
maybe doing a slight jog.
Almost running.
All right, I'm gonna. I'm gonna step back in and close the door again.
All right. So you pull the door shut. Or sorry, push it shut. Closing it back up. What are you gonna do? Just wait?
Is there a gap under
Wait,
the door?
listen to the door.
So let me check something real quick. All right. So yeah, you hear the noise getting closer as a shadow appears from under the door. Someone's there.
All right, I'm gonna step back so hopefully they can't see me under the door, and just get ready.
All right. So the door is pushed open, and standing there, you see someone who you have not seen before, but they do look human. What would you look like to them, Seth?
They would see a human male in his early 20s, long dark hair. His eyes are green and they glow. He's a handsome lad, wears chainmail, dark gloves, boots, and a long cloak. In his right hand is a semi-translucent greatsword, held aloft with wisps of black smoke emanating from the tip of the blade.
He would probably look like he's in a bit of a hurry, and might actually look a bit surprised as he sees you right behind the door. I would assume he has his weapons out because of his previous experience. Yeah, what would you look like to him, Onyx?
So I'm a human, kind of average height, red hair, wearing goggles at the moment, and like a long duster jacket, holding a glaive, probably pointing it at you, looking a little nervous and trying to figure out if you're real or if you're a ghost.
Okay, yeah. I'll be doing the same thing towards you. I'll be looking back over my shoulder because I've been coming away from something or someone. And I'll sort of stand in front of you and I'll say, are you friend or foe? Are you spirit? Are you trickster? Are you a living thing? What are you?
I could be asking you the same thing. We're living. I don't know if we're friend or foe. I don't know what side you're on.
Well, I'll reach out with my left hand just for the point of his glaive, and I'll just touch it.
So you put
Just to see if it's real.
So you put your sword away, then go to touch his glaive with your free hand.
I'll put my sword kind of down to the side. I won't sheath it per se, but I'll just reach out and just want to see if it's like he's like real.
So the glaive does feel solid to the touch. Actually, real quick, you would now notice as a small creature comes out of the darkness from the side, Otto. What would you look like to him, Otto? Are you muted?
Am I muted?
Oh, no, I hear you.
Do you not hear me? Okay. Otto is a very scrawny little gnome. He's got a beard. His eyes kind of glow, but sometimes they're more amber brown and other times more yellow. He's got like linen and wool and leather gear, little embroidered cowl and like leather moccasins, messenger bag slung across his body, little daggers are sheathed at his belt, and a little iron buckler strapped to his right arm. And he's kind of hopping and grinning and kind of makes a little hoo-hoo noise when he sees you like touch the glaive. And a much smaller creature kind of becomes invisible midair as it hops onto Otto's shoulder. And you see like a scary orange glowing eye little monkey that's like hissing at you. It's like bedraggled and ugly and mean looking, and Otto like pats it and coos at it as if it's the most adorable harmless kitten in the world.
Okay. Take a step back and give you kind of a strange look, give you an odd look, and then I'll look at I guess it's Onvir who I first spoke to, correct? No, sorry, Onyx. Correct?
Yeah.
Onyx.
I'll kind of look at him and say, this is a friend of yours, a pet perhaps? Gerbil? Monkey? What is this?
Adonadon Cowlin Duskmantle I am. This is Ramti. You can call me Otto.
So, I am called Seth. I'm called Seth Brimstone. You are alone. I'll kind of glance around and see if I can see anybody else with them from my position. Do you want my token on deck yet?
You should be on the map. Can you not see out of your token right now?
Hang on, let me see.
Right here?
Oh, there we go. Got it. Gotcha. There it is. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm just gonna, maybe what I'll do is, there's a crossed out Seth. I'm not sure if that
Oh no,
Should
that's
be.
the dead ghost. It's not
dead ghost.
the
Okay.
remains of a
There's a
specter.
pile of
are next
essence
to you.
on the floor at your feet.
Yeah, the
Oh,
remains
geez,
of a
okay.
specter.
All right, so I'm just gonna step in because I just want to get a little better view. And see who else I can see. Who else is that I can see actually?
All right, so this Seth is sort of stepping into the room. Onyx, are you doing anything, or are you just kind of letting him in?
I will let him in, and I'll answer his question. We have more allies behind us that way, but I have to go speak with someone. I'm kind of on an urgent errand at the moment. You can either stay with us, or you can go further back that way and meet up with our friends.
To be honest,
it
I'd
seems
rather
like
not
you have.
travel alone.
It seems like you have an errand of your own that you're on.
I'm seeking text, seeking books, seeking information such that I could redeem my mother from her imprisonment.
Well,
much-
you found the room with all the books, from what we've seen.
I see that.
Question, Seth. Did you get my my whisper I sent you?
And where would this whisper be?
In Roll20 in the chat.
You might have to click over to the chat tab if you're on the character sheets tab.
You have to scroll up a bit because I got a few more things.
Yeah, so it might be a little farther up.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so that
Ooh, can I
go ahead.
charge for it?
maybe.
Just kidding. No. Okay, yes. So I will have that, but I don't know what to do with that yet.
Yeah. I just want to make sure you saw that. All right. So Onyx, you said you're moving on past him out into the hallway.
I'm thinking I got to move fast because I don't know when this demon's coming back. So, yeah, I would like nod politely and then get going.
Ramty falls asleep.
No, I just keep
I
getting
know.
the symbol wrong. I'm sorry. I would
Very
also,
small.
I'd follow and I would send Ramsey ahead a little bit invisibly.
Okay. So Seth, as they leave, what are you doing?
Oh, what? Just as they go past, I'll kind of give them like an awkward look and say, I'm good at pointing my sword into things and hurting things. Do you require some assistance?
Sure. Yes, please come with us. We're hoping to avoid a fight, but certainly you're welcome to join us.
Or to move in
Can you be quiet?
No.
Clang, clang.
I
what?
will.
Oh, okay.
quiet.
Perhaps
No,
you should go. Perhaps you should go find the rest of our party then.
You are sure. You are sure. I'm big. I'm strong. I can help you.
This is going to be fun.
We'll find you on the way back.
Can take a hint, sir. Very good.
All right. So Seth is going farther in to find these allies they were talking about.
Sounds fair. Yeah.
All right. So let me do Seth first, and then I'll get back
Sure.
to Onyx and
All right.
Otto. So go ahead, Seth. You are currently in looks like a very old library. The books are covered in dust, and some are partially falling apart. The wooden shelves also look very old, and luckily none of them have fallen over yet, but the place is in a bit of a state of disrepair. You might notice, well, actually, yeah, that's what you would see from where you're standing. What do you want to do?
Okay. Well, I'll probably go. I'm very concerned about this place. This place is filled with creatures and spirits and different things. So I'm going to move as cautiously as I can. Any books of interest, anything that's intact, anything that might interest me.
So there are quite a few books. If you want to, you can take some time and start looking through them. but that could require. It's not something that you could do quick. It'd probably be
Okay,
like
okay.
between 10 minutes and an hour worth of time.
Okay, all right. Let's come up here. I'm gonna try and find the allies that they've spoken of.
All right. So over here, you would notice a table that's kind of been broken. It's fallen over and cracked. There's also a. Well, actually, is that here? Was there a shattered bottle on the ground, or am I getting mixed up again?
We found
think
some
you
bottles,
mixed
but
it.
we took them with us, so I
Okay.
don't think there was anything
So
broken.
you would just see a table that has kind of fallen over, but nothing, nothing beyond that, and the bookcases, of course.
Okay, okay. Right. Then think that the two have just left. They've probably gone to somewhere that I've come from, and some risk there. So what I'm going to do is right about here. I think I might call out. Is there anything living? Anything friendly here?
Eldwin, you, Onyx, and Lion would hear that in a voice you don't recognize.
I'm assuming you meant Onvia.
Or yeah, sorry, Anvir. Actually,
Audio.
Onyx might hear that too because he's in the area. You would all probably hear it.
That's strange. Do you think another survivor or another traveler has wandered down into these ruins?
Lion, we're the only ones dumb enough to come in here.
That is fair,
I
but
wouldn't put
none
it
of the
past
ghosts
people.
have initiated conversation first, really.
Someone give me a D20 roll, as something else may have heard that.
I think it's only appropriate.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, never mind. I was gonna say I thought it would be only appropriate. He did it, but never mind.
Is that good or bad?
if he wants to do it.
It's a table, so we don't know if it's good or bad.
Iffy.
Okay.
All right. So what? Sorry, Eldwin, Anvir, Lion. Are the three of you doing anything, or are you just waiting?
I think
just
I'm gonna
gonna
go take a
quietly-
look.
Well, you don't need to go take a look. We can just yell from here, and then if they're a bad person, they can't come into the dome.
Well,
Okay.
yes, but if they are a person, I would like to talk to them face to face.
Do I have an
You know it's
NPC?
brass.
And if they're good, then you can step out the dome and do that.
Dosha would say, and perhaps we should stop yelling in the haunted temple of death.
That would make no sense.
That is also a valid point. Lion, go do your dumb thing.
All right. Lion is going to make his way out of the bubble
All right.
and start making his way over to the library. Let me just grab my lantern real quick.
So at this point, I assume. Go ahead, Seth. I assume you're still moving. You would probably see him as you come down this way. So there is a large tortoise man holding a lantern. What would you look like to him, Lion?
Okay, so Lion being kind of hunched over, the hand that was not gripping his lantern, kind of gripping a wound from a recent battle as he looks around, and he is not really heavily armored in the traditional sense. He looks more like he is the armor. He is just ripped. When you think turtle person, you probably think of a wise monk, but no, this is Oogway in his prime. Like, he is.
He's a
He
big-
looks like
big
he could
turtle.
probably bench press. a
Turtle on
bench-
roids.
And he was wielding a pretty nice looking long sword, with a shield in his other hand, and a helmet that had the horns.
And I
kind of
guess,
a gladiator helmet.
Was your lantern like on a rope strapped to your helmet or something? I forget.
To my waist.
Okay, so yeah, that lantern is hanging off his waist. So yeah, you would kind of come around the corner there, Seth, and see him walking through. Maybe the two of you might be a
Yes.
little surprised.
I haven't seen anything like this before in my 22 years. So I'll probably step back in a defensive posture and I'll say, "What manner of animal is this? You have gerbils and monkeys and humans and ghosts? What place is this?"
But I would
Oh
quickly
my.
put up a hand.
my.
Don't worry, I'm not one of the ghosts.
Speak.
I'm as real as you are.
What is your name? What are you called?
Lion, Dandelion, at your service.
Lion. Are you acquainted with the two who just went past?
If you mean the hoppy, very jumpy gnome, as well as the tinkerer, then yes,
Gnome, is that what that was?
I believe so.
I am called Seth.
Well met, my friend.
Was told perhaps to come and meet the rest of the troop. They're heading down into a place I just came from. There were spirits that were assailing me. I fear for your friends. Where they're going is unsafe.
I do too. Please come in before or something here. And Lion will kind of start walking back to the bar room, kind of, wave for him to follow.
Okay.
Follow the turtle.
All right. So let me cut back to Onyx and Otto real quick. So go ahead. You two are making your way down the hallway up here.
Yes. Again, trying to be stealthy about it.
All right. Give me some stealth checks.
It couldn't be good twice.
Alright, so you're not being the best as far as stealth goes, making a little bit of noise as you move down the hallways. Though so far you don't hear or see any spirits or dangers.
Romty looks like she's doing good.
Yeah, well, Romty is kind of camouflaged. So you head
I
up.
don't see Romty, right? Because Romty's invisible.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, so I wouldn't necessarily be hanging back.
Alright, so you
I know that we don't have far to go, so I'm just going to try to get there.
Yep, you would see a familiar area with the door over here, as well as the door up here that's still sealed, and the entryway where you assume your friend just came in from. Of course, the stone skulls are still sitting there ominously.
I will not touch them. I'm going to go to the door of the sanctuary room where we were the night before.
Alright, I assume you're pushing it open.
Yep.
Alright,
No, this is still the same day.
yeah, I don't think you've
I
rested
know,
yet,
but-
have you?
Oh, I thought we spent the
No.
night. Oh, we didn't spend the night.
No,
in the
this is
sanctuary?
still the same day.
Yeah, this is still all the same day when you first got here.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Gotcha.
you go inside. The spirit is seemingly still sitting here, waiting. He greets you. He says,
Oh.
you return.
I'll close the
yes.
door behind us, and Romty will stay outside.
Hello. I apologies for troubling you again. I seem to have been aged by a spirit in here, and unfortunately, my cleric companion tells me that there's only one way to reverse this, and it has to be done quickly, and he can't do it.
He sighs. He says, yes, within 24 hours. I am familiar. Unfortunately, I myself do not hold any sort of resource that could help you. However, there might be scrolls still left within the temple that you can use to accomplish this. I don't know where you'd find them, but
Oh, that was my next question.
he says if they're not within the library, the only other place I could think would be the temple or perhaps the residence quarters to the southeast. Other than that,
Okay.
I don't know if you have much hope.
Thank you. That is very helpful information.
He nods. He says, I'll tell you what. To aid you, I will start looking around and see what I can find, as the ghosts will not attack me.
Very kind.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
And he starts, basically kind of walks out into the hallway, and then you would see him fade away. What do you want to do?
There's nothing in this room of interest, right?
There's the statue and the magical glow from the floor that you assume is the
Right.
magics of the sanctuary, but nothing else.
Right.
Is Otto's amazing perception seeing something here, or is this just me seeing lighting dynamic?
Let me
Oh.
take a look there. Let's see if there's any secrets hidden there.
I didn't see it when we were in this room before, but it could just be the dynamic lighting lines.
Where are you looking? I'm looking over there. I don't see anything. I think you're going-
From where I'm standing, I'm seeing light shining all the way to the edge of the map right here.
You still see something there?
Yeah,
Weird. That might just be a lighting glitch then.
that's fine. Yeah,
Apologies.
that's fine. I just was checking.
No, that just looks like solid wall to you. Alright, so what do you want to do?
I'll post it here in Discord just so you can see what I was talking about. But yeah, that's fine. All right, I will take Onyx's lead.
All right,
we heading-
I'm going to. What's your passive insight, Otto?
20. No, my insight is the lowest, so it's 16? 18. I can't read my own sheet. It's 16.
Okay. Then you would probably see that Onyx looks disappointed, but not hopeless yet.
Hoo, age nothing but a number. Have no fear. We'll see what we can find. Let's explore further. Let's
Well,
return to the group.
That's easy for you to say. How long do your people live?
50 or so.
50? No, gnomes live a lot longer than that.
Not deep gnomes or rock gnomes. 250.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
250. I thought you just
Yeah,
said
yeah.
50.
No, 250.
I just heard 50 as well.
No, it
Yeah,
could've
I was
been
like, 50?
the audio.
No,
No, he said 250.
you're already. You look like you're already 90.
Yeah, he's told you before that he's around 200.
Right.
But yeah, the deep gnomes do have shorter lifespans than the others. Other gnomes.
Alright, so, yeah, what are you two doing? You said you're...
I think we're probably gonna head back.
Yeah, we're gonna sneak back to the bar area.
Alright, so, while you're doing that, Seth, you approach the bar area with them.
Are we allowed to move, or shall we wait?
Yeah, you can start moving. Stop about when you get to the library.
Okay.
So, Seth, you would have to... There's a wall there. You have to go around south and then go.
Go in here? Sure. Hello.
But,
Strange animal.
yeah, you would see a
So,
opaque dome in
yeah,
in the way, kind of blocking entry to this room.
yeah.
I reach out and touch it. Does it have like form? Is it?
Yeah,
Is it
so
real?
Yep.
I believe that if I remember,
He wasn't around when I cast it, so
yeah.
no.
So yeah, the dome seems to bar entry. It forces. Basically, it feels like something solid when you try to touch it.
Can I see through it, or is it?
No, it's completely black.
Okay, well, that doesn't sound very good.
So, as you're just like touching it, all of a sudden, just like right next to your hand, you just see like a face appear, just like, oh, hello.
Oh, jeez.
Can I help you?
That would break the spell.
Are you?
What was that one?
Look at the
If you play,
lion. I'll say, is he?
I
is he
always
your
like
friend?
to think that I have to fully step out.
Yeah. So go ahead. Sorry, Seth. You were saying something. A lion.
No, I just was gonna say to lion here. Says, is he with you? Is he a friend?
Yes, he is. He is our resident cleric.
Oh, hello. I'm
Ah.
assuming you're going to need shelter. I'm going to have to recast the dome.
Oh,
Oh,
dear.
So what
Oh.
would you look like to Seth?
well, I'll quickly drop the dome because otherwise he just sees my head.
So
And then you see. Oh,
no, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say, then you would see a fairly young elf, wearing some
decent armor with a shield, but no real obvious weaponry. Wearing a lots of like dark purples and blacks. Although his chest piece is actually more like a brownish chitin.
Okay.
And he has like a purple tinted onyx like around his neck as a pendant.
And Lion introduced you as the resident cleric, correct?
Yeah.
That is correct.
Okay.
Seth, do you have medicine trained?
Oh, probably not. Let me glance. Negative.
All right, because you might. It looks like something seems a little bit off about the cleric, but you can't put your finger on it.
He
and
looks very tired.
yeah, tired. Oh, something else too, like almost like a little bit gaunt.
Ceramic.
Like, yeah, something might be going on with him. Behind him, you would see another figure. What do you look like, Eldwin?
You would see a fairly young human, like early 20s, short brown hair with us. He's got like a scar over his left eye. Looks like it's pretty faded, so you can tell it's old. He has he's wearing green and gold leathers. He has one rapier in his hand that looks about normal, but then there's another one on his belt that looks incredibly ornate. Like it's like gold detailing and a emerald jewel in the pommel. And it does not fit at all with any of the other equipment you see on him.
You might actually notice two other things in the room now that the dome's been dropped. Question, Onyx, your bunny, your steel defender.
Dead.
Is it? I assume it would be lying in the room, right?
No, actually, I put the pieces in the bag of holding because I couldn't carry them.
Alright.
I don't have enough strength to carry them without putting them in the bag.
Gotcha. Alright, so you wouldn't see that. You would see that there is a gnoll in here who's sort of leaning against the back wall. He would kind of look up at you and just give you a bit of a nod as he continues to keep an eye on you. His weapons aren't drawn, but he does have his hand on his spear, as if he's not sure if he trusts you just yet.
What brings you to this little shithole?
I was going to ask you the same thing. Are you here by choice, or has fate thrown you down here?
50-50?
We had come here to gather holy weapons, so we may slay some demons. But it appears we have done this the other way around, as we are now slaying demons to get holy weapons. Rather ironic.
Quite. Do you know your way around here? Are you lost? You seem
Well,
to be lost.
we know a little bit of the area, but not much.
I'll ask Onvir. Are you well? Are you wounded?
There have been some very horrible spirits around here. I need a long rest. Like, desperately need to sleep, desperately.
You are a man of faith, correct? You draw your power from faith?
Yes.
Then I'm gonna
I draw my power from my Lord Hildar.
I'll reach into my
Lord's probably a wrong word.
belt pouch, and I'll pull out the scroll that I found. And I'll present it to him, and I'll say, perhaps you can find use for this. Me, it's not
Sure.
sharp enough.
I'll look at it. Do I know what it is?
So you take the scroll, and it is in fact a Greater Restoration scroll.
Perhaps you can use this. I cannot. The words are beyond
The
me.
irony is,
What
the
is-
two
what
people
is-
left looking for something just like this.
Ah! I hope they come back.
I've just come back at
As this
At Lou's
conversation
prompting.
is happening. Yeah. So as you're all talking,
Well, I think demon makes the most sense.
as yeah,
Onyx, how are you going?
unfortunately the ghost of the father did not have any help for me, but he said that he would look for a scroll with the right spell.
Well, actually, I just found one right here. Seth gave it to me here.
It's full of
Wait.
pretty words that might help you.
Wait. You really?
Yeah, the man you passed literally was carrying one.
Are you messing with me?
No, look.
Oh, sir.
I literally I show him the scroll.
offered to help you, but you said I was
Oh,
too
well-
clangy.
Well, can you use it?
I should be able to, but there's a chance it might fail.
Oh.
From what I understand about these things, because it's drawing on power I currently could not possess on my own.
Well,
I
the
see.
scroll has magic attached to it to cast the spell, but your understanding of magic is not great enough to channel it correctly. So there's a possibility you'd fail and just release the magic incorrectly.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how to word that.
Does he have to
you know.
roll for that?
Yeah.
Like, is that something that we
Yes,
could?
Yeah.
I believe it's a
I have to do a
percentage
wisdom.
chance.
So
Or-
I
or
could
no.
I
bless.
think
I could assist
it's
him
10
with
plus
bless.
spell level.
Okay,
DC
so
of
is it 10?
casting modifier, I think it is. I think it's 10
yeah,
plus spell level,
10
so
plus
it'd be
the spell
15
level.
So yeah, he would have to make
of
a
casting modifier, I think it is.
yeah. So same
or
as
just
like
wisdom
a
modifier.
counter spell. Like you have to make a DC 15 Wisdom check using,
Yeah.
or DC 15 using his Wisdom.
Okay, and a bless would not
Would it
apply
just-
to
I
a
think it-
wisdom check. Is that correct?
A bless wouldn't, but
No,
a
I think it-
guidance would.
Oh,
Quick question, isn't it technically a spell ability check? I thought it was.
Bless does not affect ability checks, only attack rolls and saving throws.
True, but his thing does.
What thing?
The peace domain bull.
We'll link the
He's
power.
talking about the bond.
Like
Oh, you're
Otto's
talking
thing,
about
the
emboldening bond.
oh,
Yeah, that's the one.
I'll go ahead and link emboldening bond. I think it does actually, so I think you might be.
yeah,
able
I
to
think you're
use
right.
that.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about something of your own. Let me find it here.
No. Yeah, sorry. I realized halfway through that everyone thought I was talking about something of mine.
Yeah, attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. So yes, emboldening bond could be used with that. Because that is an ability check.
Unfortunately, I don't
My
think I
full
can
spell
help.
casting ability.
I don't think I can
Oh,
help
have you
unless
done that?
we rest a bit.
Well,
It's fine. I can guide
okay.
myself.
well, I would greatly appreciate it, Anvir, if you could.
If we
Do that.
sleep for 8 hours, Anvir can guide himself, and Otto can help with the bond.
Well,
Why
guidance is
do
a
I have to
cantrip.
sleep for 8 hours?
Right, but
Otto has to sleep.
Otto has to sleep in order to do the bond. But you could have
Oh,
both.
the bond thing.
You could
I
have
missed the
both
bond bit.
bond and bless. Yeah.
I'm pretty confident I can do this.
Famous last words.
Does not say that
Yeah.
long coming.
The question is Onyx confident that you can do
It
this?
is. It's no problem. It's no problem if you want to rest first. It seems I have time.
Yeah, you just have to.
Let me do it.
You would know. Or Anvir's like, I'm just doing it. But yeah, you would know that it would be maybe be a little bit risky to wait that close to the deadline, but you think if you were able to do it right in the morning, you'd probably be okay.
What's a little
Yeah. We might oversleep is the only problem, and then you won't have anything.
All right, so what do you
I'll
wanna
say
do?
to this fine group, I'll say that if you need to rest, I'm happy to watch over you. Say it in
That's
a non-creepy way.
I'm
I'd be happy
watch
to
over.
watch over you.
I will stand watch. I will stand the first watch.
We just
Hey.
met, so perhaps I will join you for that watch.
Yes, person we met 5 minutes ago. Allow us to sleep while you watch over us.
I think it's fair.
All right.
But either way, am I doing this now or are we waiting?
I
I'm
mean,
happy
the
either
fact
way.
that he breathes does give him, like, kind of an advantage with becoming our ally a lot faster in this place.
That is a valid point, yes. By the way, I would have been ritual casting the doom while we've been talking this entire time. To now allow Seth as
you
well.
probably would have started ritual casting because you can't talk while you're ritual casting. I don't think, since
True.
well, unless it is a ritual that only requires gesturing, because or else you would
Let
have
me
to be
check.
chanting and gesturing and doing all that good stuff.
I think it does, so ignore that. I'll start doing it now, but we'll double check. Yeah, it's all three.
All right, so Anvir kind of backs up and begins his ritual to recast the dome. So is that the plan? We're gonna try to rest here for the rest of the day and look for the spell tomorrow morning.
I
We
believe
got the
so.
spell.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I think so.
Okay. So I'll say you get your dome up, because this area is fairly secure right now after you got rid of those ghosts. So go ahead and pull another dome out. Do you want to do any interactions with the newcomer, or shall I just attempt to skip ahead until tomorrow morning?
I'd be willing to ask him about what brings him down here. He asked us, but you haven't actually really told us what you're doing down here yet.
Quite. I think first I need to ask permission to enter your abode.
Oh, it's all
Home,
good.
Your shelter.
Once I cast it, it's whoever I've designated.
All right, so now it seems that when you go to touch it, your hand passes through.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
And you are able to step inside the dome, which has a nice temperature, and I forget, I think it is a bit relaxing.
It's a beautiful twilight interior. Like, it literally just looks like all the colors of a rainbow of twilight sky on the inside with stars. But it's slightly opaque, so you can still see outside of it.
To be
Which
honest,
is weird, because when you came in, it was pitch black from the outside.
To be honest, you're all quite an intriguing group to be found down here. The mismatch of skills and talents.
This one was granted to me, thankfully.
We come from a collective of skills and talents. The town of Candleholm, the Knoll says to you.
Know it, yes.
Oh, you do know Candleholm. Nice.
Know it. I have passed through. I'm here trying to find information to help, well, my mother, to be honest.
Is she sick?
No. She's actually a fiend. Actually imprisoned somewhere between the abyss and the nine hells.
So he
Just
narrows his eyes a bit when you say that. A fiend? Is she a follower of Inogu? Or a
Just
demon
clarifying,
of his?
literal or metaphorical fiend?
No, she's something else for sure. I was raised by my father. He has taught me the craft of noble defense and protecting the weak and the downtrodden. Such is my quest. But I empathize with my mother's situation. She's trying to redeem herself from the darkness. Aren't we all? We're all saddled with burdens.
So, just clarifying again, literal fiend?
No, it's difficult to fathom. I'm human. Mother is not. Long story. Perhaps a story that's better when we're having a drink in a tavern in a safe place and not this horrendous temple of nightmares.
Well,
Tricks.
we do have the tavern, but there are no spirits here.
Except for the ones we killed.
Yes.
Dosha gives
And
you
you?
a groan look. Thanks, Dad. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm the king of bad puns. I'm sorry.
You, what are you looking for? You're looking for weapons to take out demonic forces, correct?
Yes, so, well, you see, what's happened is that Candlehelm's kept being attacked by this group of gnolls.
Cultists, dark followers of Inogu.
Yes, those horrible fellows. A matter of fact, they were even enslaving and killing their own kind of like with gnolls, and we ended up allying with 2 different clans. Dosha was from the Shroom Shields.
He nods.
See.
But recently they've started summoning all these evil demonic creatures. So we came here to get weaponry more powerful and fitting of killing demons. We had another couple of companions with us, but I don't know where they've gone.
They alive.
We're not 100% sure. One got taken by the teleported while dispelling the door, and another one got taken by one of the spirits.
The ghosts.
So
of
the
the
only
spirits.
living
one
things
was,
I've seen.
Yes. We're assuming they must be somewhere further inside. It's a shame, though. One of the people taken was pretty much our lead navigator.
That's a pickle.
Alright, so shall I pass some time?
Yep.
Because it got kind of quiet.
And I'm gonna have to. We're gonna be here for a while, so I'm gonna have to like every 7 or so hours start like ritual casting the dungeon. I imagine.
Onyx and
I mean, at
Lion,
last 8,
are
I'd
you
be saying
sitting
7
outside the
just 'cause of
dome, or are you staying inside?
They are both not here by the looks of it.
Sorry, I was muted.
okay.
I will go in if there's room in the dome for me to assemble Hassan while I'm in there. Then I would go in. Otherwise, I'd sit outside in the bar.
I just forgot to
Yeah.
move my head stuff.
There's probably enough room, but it would be easier if you had, more room outside. So we'll say you could do it back here.
Effectively, the dome
Yeah.
is blocking the doorway. Well, I guess.
But it doesn't stop the ghost coming
Never
through
mind.
the
Yeah.
Yep. Good point. Good point.
So, as you kind of sit there, maybe making some small talk, getting to know each other a bit, time is passing. Give me another d20 roll.
Who wants to do this?
For no particular reason.
Feels lucky.
Anyone can roll.
Did you want to do your first roll, Seth?
Or do
Or-
right now.
Or I can roll it. 3. All right.
It's a 3.
So some time is passing. We'll say it's hard to know exactly what time it is, but you would think maybe 4 or 5 hours passed, putting it probably somewhere at getting close to evening. At this point, as you're all sitting there, you would see a ghostly figure walking down the hallway.
Did we close the door of the bar, or is it open?
I think it's open because the
I would.
spell extends into the doorway.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna
okay.
assume it has to be open for the sake of the spell. I will just like say, like get someone to like. I'll just like shove my hand out quickly and like tap Onyx and be like, "Get in, get in."
You see the ghostly figure kind of walking down the hallway, and as she gets closer, you would recognize her as the one who took your ally, the crazy-looking woman ghost. She sort of stops and turns towards the dome and kind of starts walking over to it. Almost as if she's examining the outside of it, sliding her finger across it. What do you all want to do?
Lion is
Very
going to be
quiet.
is going
I'm
to
just shushing.
Lion's gonna put a hand on his weapon, but nothing more.
I will kind of quietly slide into the dome.
She would whisper kind of to herself, "What is this magic?" As she might be a bit surprised she can't pass through it.
Yeah, boy.
She sits there for a moment as if contemplating what to do, but then almost seems like she loses focus and just starts wandering down the hall again. Is anyone doing anything, or are you just letting her leave?
I best let her leave.
All right.
Yeah, I'll just whisper if you guys know her. Do you know her? Know that thing?
She took our ranger friend before, I'm pretty sure.
It's not good.
Came out of the floor, grabbed him, and then he was gone.
You follow her?
Do you think?
No.
Do you think we could
No.
force her to give him back? Dosha says. Maybe take her prisoner somehow.
It would be iffy.
Not at our current strength. Some of our party members are hurting.
Trained.
I'm pretty tapped.
All right. So continue trying to complete your long rest.
Yeah.
I assume Onyx
I can do a
goes
lot of
back to
minor
crafting.
spells still, but everything except those. Oof.
Give me another d20 roll as time continues to pass.
Someone else grab it.
5. All right.
Wow!
Oh, number.
A 3 or 4 out of 5. That's what we've rolled so far.
Well, remember, low isn't necessarily bad.
I'd rather roll these.
I know, but
encounters than in
still.
battle.
So actually, you'd be okay. Time would pass. You might see every now and then some kind of ghostly creature fly through this place, but so far none have even given much notice to the dome, let alone try to get through it. So I'm going to say the evening passes without issue, and we can do a long rest. So go ahead and gain back half your hit die, remove any HP HP loss, the actual permanent HP loss, and yeah, regain your hit points as normal.
I'm trying to remember how many max HP I had. 39, I want to say?
That's why I said put it in parentheses. But you can also just
I
calculate.
probably should
it.
have.
So
Okay,
if you're level 6, you can calculate
4.
what it should be with the averages.
Yeah, because it's an average of 4 with a 6, right?
Oh, wait, no, I'm an 8, so it'd be an average of 5.
Yeah, 5 plus con. But max
So-
at first level.
Yeah, I'm doing the math. So that'd be 9 on my first level because I only have a +1 con, and then 7 after that.
So
No. Yes.
It is the
6. That's what
So it is currently the 5th of spring. Some point in the early morning. What do you all want to do?
I would. Woohoo! Anvir, are you ready? Ready to help Onyx?
Yep.
All right. I would cast Emboldening Bond on Anvir, Lion, and Onyx. Not cast, but I would give that to them.
Right, so you using your channel divinity, right?
No, it's not a channel divinity. It's just
Oh, okay.
a number of times
For,
equal to my proficiency bonus for a long rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so you someone using enhance ability.
Lovely.
He's
You really want this to succeed, damn!
Well, yeah.
I mean, it makes sense he would. Alright, so
Onyx is 30s.
Anvir guidances himself as Onyx enhances, I assume, Anvir's wisdom, right? So make a wisdom check at advantage, and you can add up to 2d4 to it.
So double checking, is it wisdom or spellcasting modifier?
It's a wisdom ability check.
Well, it's using, aren't you a cleric? Doesn't that use wisdom?
Yeah, but there's the difference of like, is it just the wisdom?
No,
or
it's
is it,
ability.
like
It's ability
spell
modifier.
casting?
So it would be wisdom for you because this is because you're
I just
using
realized I
wisdom
was
to
muted.
cast.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if I'm also adding the proficiency of casting a spell kind of thing.
No
or if it's
proficiency.
Just the wisdom.
No, it's just wisdom.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was checking. I wasn't sure if I was adding my like proper full-on spell
At least
attack, like
as far as I remember. But yeah,
No,
I think
you're right. It's just
Okay.
wisdom modifier.
All right, so
too easy. I just wanted to double check I'm adding the right numbers.
all right, advantage.
Oops, I
Ooh.
forgot I had advantage.
So 13.
Okay.
All right. So luckily, see, it was good. You had
And for the
advantage.
sake of it,
So yeah.
yeah,
with-
we're good.
There we go.
So yeah,
Or 24.
with the advantage, you would cast the spell. Your hands glowing as you touch Onyx, and you would feel yourself becoming younger as the effects of the aging fade away. Like, whew.
With those 2d4s, even if I'd rolled the 8 originally, I would have
dear.
succeeded still with 16.
Yeah.
Thank you. I feel so much better.
Thank goodness.
I'm just glad it worked.
As a player, I've had actually a really bad track record of seeing scrolls used above their level and whether they succeed or fail. So
Oh yeah, it's real iffy.
I've actually seen a PC die because someone tried to use a scroll above their level and failed.
That's no good.
Ooh.
Jesus!
Yes, no, we needed
No.
the group needed water breathing in order to save the PC, and we got a scroll, and the cleric tried to use it and failed. It was
Oh,
terrible.
Can't wait for that to happen when Andre tries to use Matt's heal.
oh yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Although, hopefully I won't need mass heal until I've already got 9th level spells.
Alright, well, what do you all want to do?
Ramti jumps up on top of Hassan's head between his ears in her new favorite little spot. She seems relieved. She's still kind of hissing and scowling at everyone, but she seems to like Hassan.
And Hassan seems to be activated again, which actually, Seth, you would see now that Onyx has built some kind of weird bunny monstrosity. Because you don't live on the surface, you may not have ever seen a bunny before, so it might look quite demonic to you.
But it's not
It's
made
literally a
from
4-foot bunny made of metal and stone.
metal and stone. Gotcha. Okay. And what exactly is Ramti?
He appears.
Demon.
She appears to be some sort of demon monkey.
Do you
I
have?
like to imagine you said that out loud, and that was Onvi's response.
It's a demon. Like, literally and metaphorically, it is a goddamn
Like-
demon.
Right.
I don't
Seth,
know if any of these characters know what a monkey is, but
do
it
you-
definitely looks demonic.
Do you have Arcana by chance trained, Seth?
Who are you asking? You asking me? I think I do actually.
Because you might actually know something about the bunny and the demon if you do.
Actually, no. I'm sorry. I do not have it trained.
All right, so you do have a mother who is kind of the outer planes. So why don't you give me an intelligence check? Because maybe your interactions with her may have given you some insight into Ramti.
Mod, it's
No,
straight up
no.
6.
No, you have no idea what that little creature is. You're like,
I'm just gonna
Yeah,
go
so
with the demon.
It looks
Some kind
like,
of demon.
It looks like it vaguely resembles some sort of furry beast, but it also has like fiendish qualities. So you're pretty sure.
you know.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, we never really talked about it, but if you're going to be helping us through this area, like I'm assuming you are, what are your capabilities?
I hit things very well. Good at defending my compatriots as well.
Okay, so
Restore
frontline
some
fighter, good to know.
wounds. Yes, frontline.
Restore some room. Are you a paladin of sorts?
Paladin. That's such a label. But yes, I do study. My father was a formidable and noble paladin. I'm trying to live up to his legacy.
Oh. Fun. Now we have 2 smiters.
Oh, who's our second smiter?
Good old lion.
Be me.
Turtle. Excellent.
I don't think. Do either of you have any identifying holy symbols?
Lion would not, since he's only a 2nd level paladin, therefore he hasn't exactly got a god that he worships specifically.
I don't know.
I mean, you can still have. You just haven't.
Ironically, ironically, the weird little gnome is actually wearing a holy symbol on a cuff on his wrist.
We have a lot of holy people. we have 2 clerics and 2 paladins.
Yeah, and yet the artificer is the primary healer.
Yeah.
Go figure.
That's because
Go
we're
figure.
all multi-class. No, not all, but most.
It's funny. Go figure.
All right. Well, what do you want
Andre
to
just
do?
uses everything for DPS.
Where shall we go?
Yes. Frontliners in front. Go on, you four.
All right.
And choose a direction.
All right.
All right,
Do we
so-
want to backtrack at all and see if we can deal with that demon that we encountered last night?
We could. That we saw this horrible creature that had wings and a human face and like a mosquito nose.
What?
Sorry.
Lion,
This is a
we're
bit
trying to be
dusty.
sneaky.
Just leave him alone.
Demon, did you see
Okay.
it? Did you fight it?
Not fight, but we did see. It was in that corridor where I'm assuming you met Onyx and that. Just outside the library, but it keeps coming in and out of a hole.
Hmm.
I think we can just avoid it for now.
I'm just worried that if we don't take care of it, it might cut us off when we're retreating later on.
That's a fair point. You want to put it to a quick vote? Who wants to go kill the giant fly?
I would rather not.
Who I believe the father, when Onyx spoke with him yesterday, indicated that this temple has residences to the. Did he say southeast?
He said
Sounds
to,
like a-
to the south.
At southeast.
Right.
That might be another place. And he said there was also a chapel or a temple. He said those are the places we might find items, and that's what we're here for. No.
Isn't this
That
whole
is
place?
fair.
What are you going to say there, Edwin?
I was like, isn't this whole place a temple?
Pretty much, but I think she means like the proper like prayer ground temples, like where the shrine is.
Oh.
I don't recall if the father said where that chapel is, but he mentioned the residences to the. I thought he said southeast.
Well, do we just want to head southeast, which I'm assuming is if we go eastish now and then south down this corridor we're in right now.
Yes. That's what I would assume too.
I think we just head that way.
All right, so you make your way down the hallway, keeping an eye out. It seems quiet. You don't hear any buzzing noises or any noises that would give away any type of creature in this area.
Oh, question.
You see,
Seth.
in this hallway, it looks like the wall is partially caved in, right about here.
Seth, do you have any natural night vision at all?
I see everything.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Sorry, if you mean if I can see in the dark, absolutely, I can. It is a gift from my mother.
Are you normal dark-sighted, or are you like Otto, where for some reason Otto just does not care about the darkness, magical or otherwise?
Oh, Otto sounds intriguing. Yes, I can see whether it's natural or conjured darkness. I can see through it.
Just
Have
to
fun.
Just to clarify, I don't think Otto can see through magical darkness. He can see invisible
With Devil
things.
Sight you can.
I think Devil Sight might just be invisible things. Am I wrong?
I'm pretty sure it's
now,
like
Devil Sight
you
is
ha-
120.
you have-
Yeah.
Magical and non-magical darkness. You have devil
Oh,
Yeah,
sight, doesn't
I
matter.
apologize. This is my first warlock. I'm still figuring things out, Seth. By the way,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Devil Sight is just
Devil-
screw your
So-
darkness. I see all.
and non-magical. Okay, thank you guys.
There is no darkness.
Seth, Lion, you two up front. What is your passive perceptions as you walk down the hallway?
Mine is a solid 9.
Got it. And Seth is a 10.
I always love that number.
Are
Seth?
you a 10? Oh, so Ramti, as Ramti steps forward, there is a spark from the ground, and this area
no.
is suddenly wreathed in lightning.
Oh.
Give me a deck save,
Oh.
Ramti.
Oh.
Ooh. Alright, so Ramti is caught completely off guard, although, does she have any lightning resist? She is,
some resistances. Yeah, she's got quite a bit of resistances.
She had
oh.
advantage on that, did she?
So
So it was the 14, right? It was a
No,
magical
yeah,
attack.
resistance to lightning, yeah.
Alright, so unfortunately she would have failed the deck save, but she would only take 11 points of lightning damage. But I
Be
think that
gone,
would
and
still
none of
destroy
you,
her.
and none of you even see it happen. You see the explosion, but Ramsey was invisible. Well, some of you might.
We
I
just-
don't know.
Out of nothing, we just hear.
Yeah, well, you hear that and you see like a bunch of lightning just wreathing the hallway here.
Otto gives like a big sigh.
And
Jesus Christ.
there is then quiet as the lightning dissipates.
Lou, I wanted to point one thing out before we go much further, and I forget. I switched infusions, so I don't have the goggles of night today. So
Okay, so you don't have
if you
dark
need to
vision.
take dark vision off of
That's
me, yeah.
fair,
Okay.
because we need
Got
light
it.
everywhere in here.
Well, I
anyway.
think I decided if Lion is going to be carrying a lantern, I'll just switch. I switched to
Valid
the gloves
point.
of thievery.
Alright, so what do you all want to do?
Valid point, Seth. Do not go walking around without a torch in magical darkness around this area, because it will try and kill you.
See,
As we found out the very hard way.
not accustomed to carrying a torch.
It's fine, Lion's got a lantern, I have a spell that I like
So
casting.
you would note
Actually,
that
speaking
you
of
walked
which-
through the beginning of this temple and there was no problem with the darkness.
Okay.
Yes, at the we managed to
Oldwin has light
clear
as well.
this shrine.
Am I
That got rid of the area.
Am I
Yeah,
mistaken?
Aldwin sometimes casts light as well, that's right.
Okay, gotcha.
I'd like to ask the group here. I've read tales about people who are good at finding switches and pits and traps. Is there anyone here who is good at scouting or searching for those kinds of things?
That would be Otto.
I am good at disarming them, but not good at finding them.
Otto.
You
is
may
nice.
joke about seeing all. Otto actually sees all.
Ha ha ha.
Otto can look,
Excellent.
and then Onyx can try his hand at anything Otto finds.
Alright, well,
right.
what do you want to do, Otto? Or any of you?
I'm gonna squeeze through this little space here and take a look at the floor where Ramti got sizzled.
Sure. So with a passive of, I think you said 24, right?
Yes.
You would
Do be
notice
careful.
a small carving or etching in the stone in several spots that might remind you of some of the markings you saw during your times in the knoll areas. Do you have Arcana?
I believe I do. Let me confirm.
I know a few of you do.
I do, yes.
Alright, so with your
Shall I roll?
Arcana knowledge, no, that's okay. But with your Arcana knowledge, you believe that this is some sort of magical trap. You don't think it was part of the initial construction, because it doesn't look like it was built, or it looks kind of dirty and like the etchings aren't part of the normal architecture. But with a Arcana check, you might be able to clear it.
Woohoo! Based on these observations, do I think it's only magic, or that there's anything mechanical here, like that's disarmable, or it's just these are like magical runes or something?
You think it's just magic.
Okay. Hoo hoo, there and there. He points. These runes are not part of the original architecture, and he's gonna launch into he's gonna start talking about masonry tools and what kind of tool he thinks chiseled the runes, and it's completely useless knowledge.
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
Onyx would actually be very interested in you talking about masonry tools.
Okay, so
You guys are
he's gonna,
nerding out
take
about
the
masonry tools.
size
and
of the
the-
Yeah,
chisel,
like,
chisel and the
yes.
angle it had to be carved at and shit like that.
I do.
All right,
Yeah.
I
It's
will
safe to pass.
I will roll Arcana or take a chance on the nearest rune to me. You said they're kind of in all the spaces.
It's in these two spaces here. So yeah, if you want, you can move up and make an Arcana check.
Did I mistake? Was this where Remti got fried right in
No,
front of
it
me,
was
or
this
one more? Okay, then I would step up and I will take a closer look at the first rune.
Okay. All right.
Oof.
So
That's-
as you are
that's sad.
attempting to clear these runes, unfortunately, you disrupt the magic incorrectly, and there is a small explosion of lightning. I need a dex save.
All right.
How are you going, Odo? Oh, Jesus!
Oh God! Ah!
You see a small gnome like fly across the hallway in the opposite direction.
I imagine he looks like the most stereotypical, like, mad doctor afterwards. Just hair, just
Oh,
massively spiked.
So you are caught completely off guard. Luckily,
Singed face!
luckily the lightning energy doesn't hit you too hard, and you only take 12 points of damage as you're shot backwards.
So he's now one of those little cartoon characters that's like black and crispy and smoking, and he like blinks back at y'all.
Exactly what I was expecting, yeah.
Yeah.
It was either that or the mad scientist in an explosion.
Perhaps someone else should have a try.
Oh,
How many of the ruins
try.
are there?
I would point, like I would kind of not touch, but kind of point and lean, like, see that right there on the corner there that looks like he'll like say something that the rune looks like to him, and then this one here, he'll try and point them out as best he can before he steps back.
Okay.
How many are there?
Onyx.
You said there was.
I
You
will
said
give
there
it a
was
shot.
2 squares, right, Lou?
Give me, those 2 squares. Give me an Arcana check. As you are now.
Oh, good lordy.
So you're working on them. You failed to disarm them. You think you did something wrong because it looks like the magic is still active, but you don't set off the trap. Luckily.
Oh, I swear to God. Let me do
don't
it.
forget, Onyx has.
You
Onyx,
can make
has it been
another
10
attempt.
minutes? Has it been
I
10
can't.
minutes?
Yeah, you can.
Oh!
Has it
Wait,
been 10 minutes?
hold on.
If you still have the your bond, then yes, you can use a D4
Yeah, I put it on Anvir, Lion, and Onyx.
because this is technically a check. Oh, okay.
Yay.
Well, no.
It is an off day for us.
Yeah,
not what you were
auspicious
hoping
start. And actually, you are making some noise with these traps going off. Give me a D20 roll, please.
God fucking damn it.
Turn.
Who wants to do this one? Who hasn't done one today?
Here, I'll do one.
Okay, good.
All right. So far, nothing seems to have come.
Anvir, remember you have advantage on wisdom checks for an hour, also, in case you need to.
Oh, that's true.
Mhm.
Good
Protect-
notice.
protect.
Maybe make sure you put yourself as concentrating for that then.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You would be concentrating. So Anvir,
Also, before you try this trap again, I'm gonna quickly tap him on the shoulder. It's like, maybe Hildar can help you this time, and I'll guide you.
all right. So
Well,
Anvir gives
Because I
you
keep
guidance.
forgetting I have that goddamn cantrip.
Okay. All right. I'll try again.
Seth, are you using Divine Sense?
Yes, I think it's a good time.
All right. So yeah, with all the noise you're making, you kind of reach out your senses, looking for any type of danger in the area. So that's 60 feet. That's not behind total cover. So I don't think you would sense anything just from looking at the group or down the hall. It seems clear.
Okay.
With a 20 on Onyx, you believe you have successfully cleared the trap as you scratch out the symbols.
Is it just on
Just
one
the
tile,
is
or?
it both?
So you think you've cleared it on this one.
If in the future, if I can use masonry tools as part of the Arcana check, that would be great. If I'm chiseling it off or something.
Maybe. Here. That's a good question. I'd probably say you could use one or the other. If
Yeah,
you
so
want
could
to
I do like
combine them?
intelligence masons tools?
Yeah, something like that.
All right, I'll try that next time.
Well, there's another rune still, right?
Yeah, so this one is cleared, but there's one still on this side.
Oh, would you like me to?
Hildar's gonna
share that
try
with
and
you?
help you again.
Right. Here we go.
Alright, so you're attempting to clear that one as well.
Yep.
Go
With
ahead.
my
Mason's tools. So with guidance, 18 would definitely be enough, and you've cleared the second trap as well. You think the area is totally safe.
a lot of 4s.
Lots of 4s.
Before we scoot down there, I'm just gonna
He
go...
rolled a 4 on all of those d4s.
All right, Seth. So you come back up north.
4 4s.
Well, except for the.
Just want to do it. Just want to scout. Just see if we're clear on the back.
My ones.
What? Okay, so your passive perception is 10, right?
Big 10. Yeah.
All right. So
Pretty
you
good
look
10.
down the hall. You don't see anything with your divine sense. It looks like it's clear.
Further onwards.
Onwards, upwards.
Oh no, get in the front so you can actually see this shit.
I'll be the rear guard.
Okay.
Rear guard.
Yeah, I'll hang on the rear of Onyx.
All right. So as you get up to this area, Seth and Lion, you would see something written on the door here. It says, basically, it says worship area or church.
Well, that's probably the temple part.
That would make the most sense.
This is a door, you
And-
said? It's a door?
Yeah,
We were
this
told
is the
one of
door
the-
right here.
We were told one of those demon statues is in here, right?
I believe
I
so.
think so. You guys ready for some fun?
I'd like
Yes.
to go in.
Okay, so Lion is going to hold his action for hold person on the first demonic-looking entity he sees inside that room.
Well,
So
keep in
you-
mind, hold person is for a humanoid.
Humanoid. Yeah.
Also,
And-
you can't
Right,
ready
right.
Also,
actions
you
out of
spend
combat.
the. Yeah.
Right, I was
I
gonna say
gotcha.
you would have
you
wasted
spend
the
the
spell after
slot
6
too,
seconds.
Yeah.
I gotcha. That is my bad.
Alright, so there are two
Let's go.
doors that look like they open inward. Seth, are you pushing it open or Lion?
Pretty
I shall
bold.
push it open.
Yeah. He'll take one door, I'll take the other.
Alright, so the doors creak angrily as they open up into a room, a very large room. Immediately, you would see a creature in the room that sort of turns towards you, and it looks
Have we
like.
seen these before? In this game?
Yes, you have.
Okay. So
Let
Otto
me-
would be like, "Goat man, goat man."
It kind of.
Oh,
Oh god, not the stinky bastards.
So it looks sort of like this as it looks over at you and goes, "Ah!" Does anyone
so ugly.
speak Abyssal?
Unfortunately, our abyssal trans. Oh wait, I don't know if our new companion does, but Ramti is not around to help.
maybe?
I do speak Abyssal because of my mother.
Nice.
Oh, you do.
I have
Nice.
Abyssal in common.
So it would say, please wait. Don't kill me. Which is an odd thing for
All we
a
did was
demon to
open
say.
a door. Yeah.
I'll
What do you
call
wanna
in
do?
Abyssal as well, that horrid, horrendous, broken language. I'll say, who are you? What are you doing here?
I feel like we just all look at him like, fucking Jesus.
Yeah, I'm pointing
Good,
my
it's
glaive
good.
toward him now,
Throwback Nix Nabur
Oh
so I don't know
wow.
what he's saying, but
Something like that.
like,
Yeah.
did he just sell us out? He sold us
I
out.
put a curse on you.
So the creature looks back at you. It seems happy that you actually knew what it said. And it would say, I have been cursed. This is not my real form. Please help me.
Oh, geez, do I know if he's.
What the
full
hell
of
are
it?
you guys saying?
Sorry, what, Seth?
Perhaps
do I
he's
know-
communing with the demon.
Is he sincere? Is there any way that I can tell that?
Give me an insight check.
May I insight as well?
Purely based off insight, can I just see if, like, yeah, what the fuck's going on?
No, if you don't speak the language, you have no idea.
Okay.
But Seth, you don't sense that he is. You don't sense that he, she, whatever it is being dishonest. It seems very upset and scared, whatever it is.
I'm gonna
Also,
try.
I think you're doing DM whisper rolls.
Or, yeah, sorry. Yeah, is that not?
Oh no, that's
want?
fine. Though, here, let me set your sheet to just roll normally.
Either or works. While you're doing that, I want to set the companions, the party at ease, and I'll just relay what this thing has said. That This it claims to be cursed and confined to a form that is not this.
That's most
I have the
unfortunate.
That was good abyssal right there.
No,
That was good. That was good.
Lion just bursts. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, so he would explain to the group what the creature has said. And it sort of backs off a bit.
I
You
might be
might.
able to, if that's true, I could fix it.
So I can give you a couple more details of the room. There are, of course, the pews that you see. It looks like there's some sort of altar to the north. And you would see one of those dark statues that is spewing dark miasma from it.
Oh.
There is also a large statue of what looks like some sort of woman paladin who is kind of defiantly holding up her sword and looking over the congregation.
Would I know anything about that with history or religion?
About what, the statue?
Yeah.
Do we know if
what
Heronius looks
You
like? Or?
assume it's just one of the... Because you've seen a bunch of statues like this around the temple. You would assume it's just
Okay.
decoration.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was significant or not. I couldn't remember seeing other statues.
Alright, so what do you want to do?
If he's telling the truth, I could potentially try and help.
How would you help him?
I have abilities to dispel magics. If he's been cursed by magic, I could try and dispel it.
We trust it.
I don't know.
Hoo-hoo, perhaps we should go in and close the door and avoid any patrols here in the hallway while we decide.
Agreed.
I'm not sure, like, because I know I don't speak its language, but, like, now that he's told us that, can I tell if the creature, like, seems like it's comfortable in its own skin or something? I
If
don't
you
know.
really want, you can make a check at disadvantage. Because it's hard to tell
Okay.
just by looking at it.
That's fair.
So... probably
Nope.
not. It's hard to say.
I mean, worst case, we know it's full of bullshit afterwards.
Yeah. Right. Well,
Is
let's-
there anything on the
You could
altar
talk to
here?
him, Lawrence.
Sorry, what? There's like 4 people talking.
Is there something on the altar? There are books or
So
something?
no, the altar looks mostly bare. It looks like it could be used for some kind of ceremony, but at this point, there's not much left on it.
Seth, ask it who cursed it.
Okay.
And what it was before.
Right.
Ushmak Nik Rostak.
Gusta Botigashtoi. It says, this place. I came in here, and some sort of magic, maybe a trap, hit me, and I was turned into what you see. I also seem to have been trapped in here. I cannot leave the room. I've tried, but I'm stuck.
Okay, I'll relay that to the group. Ask it if it
What
had
about
a
the
name.
what it was before?
What? Yeah. What was before? What was your form before?
I was an explorer, much like you all. A priest looking for answers in this old temple.
I'll relay that as well. And I'll come in a little closer to it, watching it very warily.
I just whisper to the
glad-
group.
After, with previous
chance
experience,
to
I'm watching the
call.
statue.
Tattoo. Okay.
What
Alright.
what was it doing when it was changed?
It said that it got hit by some kind of trap, I think Seth said.
Right, but what was it doing when it got hit by
Oh,
the
well,
trap? Like
sure.
where? If it's stuck in here,
So you translate. Are you going to ask it, Seth?
Yeah, please. Yeah.
All right. So you translate. It says, I was simply looking around this place, exploring. I was hoping to learn more about what happened in this temple and how it became cursed. Give me an insight check, Seth.
Yeah, that smells fishy, you know.
That. If he's
I will be
translating
right
that,
back.
I would also say, wait, that doesn't add up with what he just said.
So with
Wait.
No mods.
8, you don't necessarily detect deception from him when he says that.
Wait, but if he was looking for a reason he got cursed, how did he get cursed in the first place? Now I'm even more confused.
Hmm.
So if you
Throwback
translate that,
Naldine.
yeah, he says, no, I was looking to find out how this temple was cursed, not how I was. What dark miasmas have been flowing from the statue, and what placed those curses on this holy site?
Ask if he's traveling alone. He came in here by himself.
But we don't know the answer to the second part, which is no cultists.
What's your passive insight, Seth? Just out of curiosity. 10?
Be a fat 10, wouldn't it?
I don't think it has any mods. I think it's straight
So it's
up.
10. He
You don't have any wisdom and you don't have a proficiency?
No.
he would say, I am part of a group, but they did not come here with me. I've been trapped here for several months. They probably worry about me.
Okay, I'll
Which
relay
group?
that to the group.
Okay? So he relays that to the rest of you.
What group was he a part of?
What group? Tell us more of your party.
He says, we did not have a name, but we all sought knowledge in places like this. And you would all just hear as he talks to Seth.
Say
I
this.
don't know, Seth. Do you
Oh.
trust him yet?
I don't, and what I'll say to him, I'll say this place is full of deception, shadows, enigma, tricksters. I deem you a trickster.
Did you say I deem you a trickster?
No.
He would say, please, I am not trying to trick you. I just wish to no longer be stuck here in this form. I can help you if you help me.
How can we help you?
He says, do you have a way of getting rid of the magics on me?
I'll relay that to the group.
Yes.
Want to take a chance on this guy?
We could. Worst
Oh.
case, it's... Well, more than likely, worst case, like, more will summon out of that statue and then we'll have to kill all of them.
Yeah.
But, if you want to convey to him that I can try, I will start walking towards him.
Alright, so
So yeah,
you're...
I like to see the goodness in all things. Maybe there's goodness in this.
Well, I like to at least, I mean, who would have thought we would have made friends with 2 Null clans a few weeks ago, so... Anyway, I will cast Dispel Magic.
Alright, that will require a caster level check. Because it, when you cast it, you would find out that this enchantment is higher than 3rd level. I assume you cast at 3rd level, right?
I've only got up to 3rd, so...
Yeah. So I don't know if you would have put guidance on yourself.
Yeah, I probably would have guided myself just in case.
Although
We still
next
have
time
the
you
bice-
next time you should mention that before, but
Yeah,
I'll go with
I
it
need to
this
start
time.
getting the habit. I've only used guidance 3 times. I still have advantage, don't I?
You do,
'Cause
because
it's
that
been
would
an hour.
be it would be a wisdom check. So yes.
Has it been 10 minutes?
What
since- Doesn't matter.
Onyx, you aren't marked as concentrating. You are still concentrating on that spell, right? Or did he step away for a moment?
He might have stepped away from it.
Muted.
All right.
Nope, I'm
Wait.
talking while muted
Oh,
again.
all muted. All right.
It's what I do.
No worries.
Nice.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot to mark myself as concentrating, but yes, it would be going for the full hour if I could keep it up.
All right. So Anvir, you cast your spell, doing a roll at advantage, and the creature kind of flashes as light envelops it. The magic's being dispelled, and you would see there is a.
Thorin.
Sorry, where'd it go?
Even worse monster.
Yes.
No,
It's
it
a pit fiend.
looks like a young woman who just kind of seems a bit disoriented, and she says, "Oh, by the gods, thank you." And hang on.
By
She says,
Hilda.
She says, "My name is Mirren. Thank you for saving me."
This is in English now.
Yes,
Or common, I
she
should say,
says. She starts speaking in common now. She says,
May
"Some sort of curse had befallen me. I'm grateful. Thank you."
May I activate Eldritch Sight and see if there's any auras about her?
Yeah. Go ahead and link Eldritch Sight.
Mm-hmm.
It's effectively just detect magic. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, detect magic. All right.
Yeah.
So you do indeed sense some kind of magical aura coming off of her.
Do I think it's gear or equipment, or do I think it's her
You think it's coming off her?
and the school?
Let me whisper. Ugh, come on, roll 20. She would say, "I'm so happy to be finally free. Do you think I could leave?"
Ooh.
Let's have a chat first.
This one carries illusion. Something about her.
Illusion?
Something isn't right.
I have to ask.
What do
her,
you mean?
How can she speak Abyssal? The curse come with the language?
You might
That
think
is strange.
I mean, I'll ask her that in the Abyssal tongue.
she would look at you and kind of say, "I'm sorry. What are you saying?"
Do I buy it? Does she seem like she's lying about understanding it or not?
Give me a insight check.
Can more than one person incite that?
Yeah,
as
sure.
we're listening?
Anyone who wants can
Oops,
roll.
sorry. I should do the actual active. Sorry.
I only got an 11, but my passive should be 17.
17.
Wow.
So with the 17, you would feel like something seems a little bit off about her, but it's hard to say if she's being dishonest or what exactly is going on. So she would kind of look at you all just staring at her, and she says, I can maybe stay with you all for the time being, whatever you think is best. I am in your debt.
Well, I'm a little confused because, like, I don't know if you heard it or not, Lou, but yeah, our little man was literally just saying that apparently there's some illusion near to you.
So she would look over at Otto and she would say, well, I do carry some items that were transformed with me. Maybe she's seeing one of my items.
Hoo-hoo, no. It is not on any of your gear. It is on you. Lay aside your magic items. Let us see if your aura changes.
Perhaps this is but a misunderstanding. If you tell us the truth, we will not do anything unsightly. As long as we know that we can trust you.
So she seems like she gets a little bit nervous as you say that and says, please, I just want to leave this place.
I'm sure you do, but why do you want to leave this place so desperately? And why does our friend detect illusion on you?
She says, because I've been trapped in here.
Well, that would make sense
before I cast dispelling magic on you. But after, that should mean that there's no magic on you.
Give me a persuasion check.
For the fun of it, I will use the story point when my Mac stops being weird.
Okay. So give me a persuasion check at
18.
advantage.
Nice.
18. So she would kind of look back and forth and then sort of sigh and say, very well. And she kind of waves her hand, and you would see her features begin to change. And the nice looking young woman is gone, and in her place you see a very kind of ghastly looking creature, which should show up there in a moment. She
Oh god, is that what I think it is?
She says, "This is my true form."
And any magic on her now that Otto can see?
I don't think she would have magic at this point.
Okay. Otto would nod and hoo-hoo, yes, magic aura is gone. No illusion now that Otto can see.
And she says there,
See, that wasn't so hard.
"Well, if you knew what I really was, I don't think you would have freed me."
I mean, we are traveling with a gnoll.
And a turtle.
You say that like the total like they're despicable creatures or something. Like, well, you know, we are
Just
traveling
weird.
with a-
She says,
Don't put yourself down like that, lad.
"Now that you see my true form, can I please just go?"
You did mention you would aid us if we helped you. What assistance can you offer us?
So she kind of considers you for a moment. Give me a persuasion check at advantage.
Yes. It should be good at that.
How charming are you, my friend?
Pretty charming.
Decently.
She
I'm a
says,
charming lad.
"I suppose a deal is a deal." And she would walk over, pull a ring off of her finger and hand it to you. She says, "This should come in handy for you."
But
Hey, I'm the one who dispelled the magic.
Well, then you can fight with
he's
him
the charming
over it.
one though.
But I've given you, yeah, she's like, "Hey, I've given you assistance. Now, I suppose I can leave?"
I
Okay, I have
believe.
a question.
So, yes.
When I asked if Otto detected any auras of any magic auras on her after she changed to this form, does that ring have a magic aura
Yes,
on
the
it?
ring would have a magical aura, which, strangely enough, you didn't see before, but now that she took it off her hand, it does seem like it's glowing.
Interesting.
And she
Okay.
would then kind of start making her way to leave unless anyone's going to try to stop her.
Just a quick question. Could you maybe some more truthful responses to the questions before about like I get that you're probably very interested in curses and stuff like that. That's why you're here. But like, what about I'm assuming it was a coven that didn't come with you.
She says, "Yes, I was mostly truthful in what I said to you."
Okay. I just wanted to clarify.
She just
Very
nods.
well.
Yes.
Why would
Just
can I
bring
give
the-
an enthusiastic wave?
In case we should meet again.
Just make sure to bring no harm to the people of Candleholm, and I think we shall never have to deal with each other ever
Don't tell
again.
her where we're from.
Well, she seems friendly enough.
Damn
She
it.
seems nice.
I like telling people things.
So she would nod and she says, "You have my word, I shall not directly harm the people of Candleholm." And then she...
You know what? I'll take it.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Lou, when she started to leave, Otto asked if she would mind giving her name in case we should meet again.
I was truthful when I gave you my name before.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed the name. I
Was
apologize.
it Marin?
It
Mirren.
was Mirren.
Mirren.
She says,
Mirren.
But she said we can call her Miri if we want.
Thank you, Onyx. Thank you, Trey.
Sure,
Wah,
no
wah.
problem.
Guys, this is a bit of a metagame question, but which one of these are the arcane casters? Can I assume that Otto is more proficient as an arcane caster?
So,
So
Onyx and are your
no.
main ar-
There's a cleric.
you could
Oh, it's
probably
something else.
ask them in character about what type of magics they wield. If you have, especially if you have Arcana knowledge, you would know like the different types of spell casting.
Okay, then what I'll do, I'll kind of play with this ring, and I'll just present it out, and I say which one of you decipher what exactly this is.
What is
I feel like all four of us just point at Eldwin while he's just standing there like,
what is the school
Hello.
coming off the ring?
Don't make me look up magic schools for. Yeah. So let's see.
I
what-
hate the schools personally, but I'm just.
I mean,
trying to
I like
make
the
use
schools.
of
I
this
just
skill as possible.
it's hard to
I
say.
think primarily she just wants to know it's not going to kill him.
Let's say
Well, I want to give the rest of the group any clues that might
let's
help with our
say
decisions.
let me say abjuration.
Okay, so he'd be like,
Ooh,
It's a good-
Yes.
"Ooh, protection, methinks."
if that's the ring that I think it is, I would love it.
That would be so good if it's that.
Eldwin, can you decipher
I'll
this?
start ritual. I'll start ritual casting identify.
We're just
And
gonna
I'll say-
stand here in the middle
Just
of
take 10
danger.
Well,
minutes.
this will, like
I
this
mean,
is
we
gonna
are
take-
right next to the statue that summoned 4 goat demons last time we saw one. Is it the same statue actually, or is it a slightly different one?
It looks very similar with the miasma coming out of the symbols at the bottom of it.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was like the sculpture of the goat people like the last one was still.
Do you want
While
to
we-
take or go ahead? Sorry.
No, I'm sorry, because you're going to ask the question. So
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you going to just start casting it as a ritual here, taking 10 minutes?
I
Should continue. Hoo-hoo. Hold on to the ring and examine later.
I think I just give you the ring, and then we maybe
Alright.
continue our trek.
And I would
will
also
identify
like to,
then.
all throughout that conversation, up until he activated Eldritch Sight, Otto was just walking the perimeter of the room and examining. So I'd just, if there was anything of interest or anything else with the magic aura in the room.
Okay.
I'm assuming just the statue.
So the statue here has an aura on it, but
Definitely
nothing else really has any magic on it.
And that pretty much confirms that it's similar to what we've already. It looks pretty much like what we've already encountered.
Yes,
Magic
one of
aura
those
as well.
one of those weird like gnollish designed statues that you've seen in other parts of this place.
All right, Otto
Is
would
there
have
actually a book on
few
that?
of you. Go ahead.
So I was just asking if there actually was a book on that postal or if it was clean.
No, it's clean.
He said it
There's
was
no
clean.
book.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was just checking.
Otto would say, "I don't see anything else magical here. Only the statue. The statue definitely may be dangerous, but nothing else magical."
Well, I say prepare whatever you're going to prepare, then I'll try and dispel this statue, like I did the last one, and see how we go.
All right, so
well.
you begin casting dispel magic, pointing at the statue, attempting to undo the magics of it. Give me a
I was
Are
gonna,
we ready? Anything?
yeah, I was gonna make sure everyone was ready first. Like,
No one wants
Oh,
to do
alright.
anything first, or
Summon a packed blade, ready to rock if something happens.
all right. So you
Can I
summon-
ready spell or no?
You cannot. No, you can't
You're-
ready actions, but you can do things like summon a pack blade or cast like a defensive spell that has a
Oh,
timer.
I do have. I have one question. I was reading while you guys were having the conversation with that witch, and I'm not certain if the warlock. I'm sorry, familiar. Normally, the find familiar spell is 1 hour, but then it says that I can cast it as a ritual. Would that still be a 1 hour ritual?
it'd
Yes,
be 1 hour and
1
10
hour and
minutes.
10 minutes.
One.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sorry, I wasn't exactly sure how that works. Sorry, I didn't mean to link that. Okay, go ahead.
All right. So You are doing. You're summoning your pack blade, Seth. Anyone else casting anything before Anvir does his dispel?
I do
I'll
not
wait.
think you.
All right. So Anvir, give me a wisdom check. With
Advantage again, right?
advantage, yes.
Sorry, it's being evil. There we go. 18.
18. All right. So the statue kind of sputters a bit as the miasma is no longer flowing. It then releases a large amount of smoke, which coalesces, forming a large creature.
Oh, a single one.
Oh!
And then a second.
Oh no.
Uh-oh, I'm in danger.
I'm in danger. Give me initiative
What was
rolls.
that voice?
No.
Initiative.
All right.
Ooh. This is fun.
I don't think you've seen these before, so let me give you a picture.
I hate it when you don't have your token selected when you roll initiative.
Yeah,
Oh, you
make-
didn't do it either, Seth.
Yeah, make sure your token
And that
is
was a good
selected.
roll.
Because, roll 20 system for initiative can be annoying.
Oh, it's fine. I got a better roll than last time. Yeah, so Seth, you're gonna have to click your actual token, then hit initiative for it to actually track it
That's
properly.
pretty
Oh, is that
neat.
true? Okay.
Yeah,
Like little
Yeah, you're not.
pterodactyl
If you see,
demons.
there's the turn order. You're not actually in it.
Ah,
Oh,
shoot. So I can't keep the 19?
no,
No, we
unfortunately,
always roll.
if you don't have your token selected, it doesn't count.
Oh, too bad.
But if
Okay.
you're really nice to Anvir
Yeah.
and you remind him, then he can give you advantage on your initiative once a day.
Usually, I just give it to myself. No, it's. I can do it as many times as I want.
Oh,
Right.
gotcha.
I can just only give it to one person.
remembers. He just remembers
I
once
just
a
give it
day.
to myself.
All right, Onyx.
Yeah.
You are the first to act as these creatures seemingly appear out of nowhere, screeching at the group. What do you want to do? They
All
both
right,
look like they're about to go for lion.
I see that, and seeing that, I will step over to Lion and say, I think we need a hero that's at least as big as they are. Right, that's what I was singing. And I will touch him and cast Enlarge.
All right, go ahead and
All
make
right,
it large.
yeah.
Fun.
Big turtle.
All right, so
I just went from
unfortunately,
regular Bowser
as
to
you
Mega
cast
Bowser.
enlarge, Anvir's buff ends. He is no longer being buffed, but lion
That's
gets
alright.
bigger.
No wisdom advantage for a while.
Yep.
Um,
That's fine.
Anything
then-
else?
Yeah, bonus action. I'll have Hassan come up and attack.
Alright, so the bunny charges forward, blasting the creature with its force attack. But
Ooh.
12 would not be enough, and the harpy-like thing just jumps back and screeches at him. Anything else?
All right. Nope.
Eldwin.
Alright. Seeing two giant creatures, definitely gonna, I'm gonna go all out for this. So for my bonus action, I'll activate my Blade Song.
Okay.
And then for my action, I'm going to cast Haste on myself.
Alright, so you chant using your free hand to cast haste and touching yourself. So mark yourself as concentrating and put the 1 minute timer on yourself.
Dirty
So
bastard.
you begin moving much quicker.
Look, I thought it too, but I didn't want to say it.
So you still have your hasted action, I believe, if you want to
Yes, I
use
do.
it for anything.
I will use my stupid amount of movement now. To go here. And I will use my hasted action to slice this thing.
Alright, so you rush behind it, getting into the flank. As Onyx distracts, you gain +2. 12, though, would not be enough. And as the bunny goes at it, you swing as well, missing. Or stab, I guess. Haha. Anything else?
No.
And actually, I forgot Dosha. I always forget
How
Dosha.
could you? Poor Dosha. Always getting forgotten.
Exactly.
Man.
So I'll
We
say
always forget as well, to be fair.
Dosha's back here. So I'll just put him down here. Alright, anything else, Eldwin?
No. I really rolled 2 on that, huh? That's
Anvir.
upsetting.
Yeah. I think out of pure dislike of seeing these creatures, I will do my usual beauty of Twilight Sanctuary.
Love it.
Alright, so you begin summoning light darkness around the party in a 30-foot radius. As you use your channel divinity.
And then I'll move a little bit, trying to get up more people in.
Alright.
There we go, I can get everybody there.
Ooh,
And then for my bonus action, I shall cast Trusty Dusty Spiritual Weapon.
Alright, so you chant as your spiritual weapon appears and attacks. So that would be... Ooh, yeah, 24 would strike as it slams into... Which one was it attacking?
I'll go for the left one.
Alright, so it slams into him. And what does it deal? Alright, 6 points of damage. The creature looks annoyed, but it still looks like it's going for Lion. Anything else?
No, that'll be it. And then I'll give myself my HP.
Alright, and you gain some temp HP. Otto.
Has it been 10 minutes? Is Emboldening Bond still up?
I would probably say, because of the discussion, it's been 10 minutes at this point.
Okay. So then I will put back out Emboldening Bond. And based on what
ahead.
our new friend has told us, I'm expecting he's going to run into melee. So I am going to put it on Seth, Eldwin, and Lion. And
Okay.
you were about to ask me to link it, weren't you?
Yeah, just so I can remember. Okay.
It's like Bless, but it applies to saves as well.
Yeah. Alright.
But it's only once per turn.
I think Bless does apply to saves.
No.
Just not ability checks, I think is the extra
Or,
thing.
well, something. Yeah,
So,
maybe it's
Bless applies to
one
all rolls. This one applies to once per turn, but this does target ability checks as well.
right.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Does, yeah.
Ability.
yeah, but Bless is just attack roll and saving throws. It doesn't do ability checks.
So-
or
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
Who are you bonding again?
Lion, Eldwin, and Seth. Seth is currently within 30 feet of me. He's not within 30 feet of the other two yet, so he won't benefit until he's within 30 feet of one of the other two, but I'm putting it on him because I figure, based on what he told us he could do, that he's going to run in there.
Alright, mark yourselves with, I guess this one, the little flame.
Little glowy man.
Okay.
Oh, the flame? Okay.
Yeah. Or the glowy man. Sure, we'll use the glowy man. That's fine. Either one. As long as it's not one of the used effects. So, glowy man.
I'm
Right.
gonna use the strong man as my
No, you can't use a different thing. Or
Gotta
wait,
match, otherwise we get
strong man
confused.
is what?
I was gonna use it for because enlarged.
Oh,
Oh,
I'll
that's
I'll
okay.
remember that because your token's huge. So
All right.
we probably don't need a mark for that.
Okey-doke.
Oh, not as big as that
Like
one game I played a single Ruin Knight.
Yeah.
Oh, Rune Knight. I really gotta play a Rune Knight one of these days.
Anything
They're
else?
so
Otto?
fun.
No, that's my turn, thank you.
All right,
I was
Seth.
going to, but Subterranean campaign being huge
I'll
didn't make
go
that
right
much
in.
sense.
Pretty basic. I'm gonna green flame blade, so I'll enwreath the sword and fire, and I'll swing using Great Weapon Master.
All right, so you rush in with your blade. Now, do you have a sword shield or just a sword?
Just the great sword.
Oh, then I marked you wrong. All right, so the great sword is two-handed, so you would have this two-handed melee weapon.
Would
All right.
we be able to kind of call out like move up a bit, you'll help Lion, like to like kind of like clue him in on flanking?
I mean, he would know. So if you are opposite
Okay.
someone, you would gain +2 to your attacks. So if you want to get up here, it would be more beneficial.
Or even just
am I-
like space above would be diagonal from Lion.
Is there a
Lion's a square away.
No, he's not.
He'd be
Lion
flanking
is-
with Onyx and the bunny. So, sorry,
Right.
what did you say, Seth?
I'm just checking. Is there an extra 1d4 because of the spell? Is that correct?
For Lion?
Or auto cast a spell? Is that an extra
1d4, yes.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna try this as my roll then.
One roll though. You only get to use it once, but every round.
So
like,
that's my
every
one.
turn.
That's my one roll then.
All right,
Five?
so
Yeah.
25 would definitely strike as you bring your blade down, attacking. Now, do you not have a macro for your greatsword?
I do have it, but I was testing it out today and I didn't like what it was doing, so I need to play with it more.
Okay.
I know that seems kind of lame, but I will.
Well,
I will
no,
come up with
No,
that.
that's fair enough, man.
This is, yeah, it's fine. So you do
Which
the
is 27.
2d6 plus the 10 plus 4, and what's the d8 for?
It's the green flame
What's the
blade.
plus 14?
All right.
Because this great weapon
This is
master,
great weapon
so I take a
master.
-5.
So the problem with this, so these guys do have resistance to fire, and this is why I kind of like the macro because it breaks this up. So
Okay, yeah.
the 14 would be 18, 19 damage slashing, and then they would take 4 from the d8, which would be 22. Yeah, no,
Yep.
23. So he would take 23 because he takes half on fire, and he kind of. He's definitely turned towards you angrily now, getting ready to attack. Anything else, Seth?
Smile. No, that's it for me. Yeah.
Lion.
Yeah,
Okie
I forgot
dokie. I'm
Ollie's temp HP.
Oh
And I
yeah.
also need
So-
to roll for now, Seth.
I'm going to use my one attack on this one, the one that everyone is right by,
All right.
and I will use my emboldening bond bonus on it.
All right. So Seth, you did gain temp HP, just FYI.
Okay, thank you.
11.
I'm gonna roll 1d4.
So
So 17.
17 would strike, especially with the flank. 19. So you catch him kind of off guard as he turns at Seth. You stab with your short longsword. Go ahead, give me a damage roll.
I will use my third level little slot for a third level smite.
So that would be, what is that? 2d8, 3d8,
48.
4d8, and
3-8.
he is a fiend.
So 5d8?
So 5d8. I didn't think you
All
could
right.
go past second level for smite, but I guess you can, huh?
I think it's you can't have more than a total of 5d8 normal, 6 plus a fiend. I think
Yeah.
that's what it is, or something like that.
So
Okay.
then
So yeah,
5d8.
So I think 4th level's the limit you can go to.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you're right. Fourth is the limit. So 5d8 radiant,
all
and
right.
then an extra 1d4 from my giant stuff.
All right,
so-
so there is an explosion of radiant energy as you clash,
30.
doing 20 radiant, 9 slashing, and an extra 1, so 30 points of damage. Ouch. The creature would look wounded, once again turning back towards Lion. Anything else?
Lion's just kind of make a snarky remark. I didn't think it would be this good to be this big.
Snarky remark. And I think,
So it is a little cramped.
We all
We-
take 1d4 psychic damage.
all right, there we go. I was like, where's the Varrock? So the Varrock is going to look at Lion, For its turn, it begins to shake as spores start flying everywhere. I need
Oh, no.
everyone within 15 feet of him to make a con save, DC 14.
9 hit points, by the way, Lion.
Oof.
As just spores fly all over everyone but Dosha, I think.
I'm going to use holding bond for that.
Alright, so you gain +4, which I think would have made it, yeah. Alright, so if you failed it, you become
Which I
poisoned.
think was a lot.
Hmm?
Yep, fun.
So if you failed it, you become poisoned.
I assume I failed, but what was the DC?
What's the symbol?
14.
Okay,
And the
yeah.
symbol is... It's
Is it the
here.
skull?
I'll put it on Seth so you know. It is this one.
Oh, that is half our. That was like half the party poisoned.
Hassan's immune to poison.
Alright, so
I was about to
Hassan,
say.
Hassan would be unaffected, but basically, the poison... Here, I'll let you know how this works. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn. While you're under the effect, at the start of each turn, you take damage.
Oh, so it's not normal poison.
Oh, it's not disadvantage. Okay.
oh no, you still are
Oh, we
poisoned.
still poisoned?
Yeah, you're still
Oh.
poisoned.
But we also take damage with
But
it.
yeah, it also
I see.
damages you.
Is
So
there any initial damage?
No, it's at the start of your turn. So this one is gonna fly over to here, and he is going to let out a piercing screech.
Wait, Seth didn't fail the save. He rolled an 18.
Oh no, sorry.
Seth's got-
Seth made it, so he's not poisoned. I was just using him as an example.
Yeah.
But the creature
All
is
good.
going to let out a loud screech, and everyone within 20 feet has to make a con save.
Oh god, another one!
Again, DC 14.
Oh no, 3.
You know what? I'm using a story point. I don't like this.
Yeah, another 23.
Oh, 7.
Alright, so if you failed it, you are stunned until the end of the Vrock's next turn.
What was the DC on that one?
Is it 14
It's
again?
It's still 14, yeah.
God damn it! I rolled 13!
What symbol first?
Did you? Oh wait, no. You
Oh,
didn't get
no.
rolling on.
Oh god, please tell me this isn't like the ghost one because Otto got a 2. And Seth got a 3.
No, rolling...
Yeah.
So rolling lower doesn't do anything, you're still just stunned.
Fun.
Alright,
Oh, great.
so Dosha goes... he has
What's
to
the
roll
symbol
a
for
save.
stun?
It's the
Eldwin.
fist. Oh, it's Dosha stunned too.
Oh
First second.
god. Onyx, you're the only person.
Okay.
Alright, so Dosha is
It's
stunned
Onyx's
as
time
well.
to shine.
It's just you!
Cracks his knuckles.
Or stunned, yeah. Dosha is stunned as well. Alright,
Oh yeah,
so Onyx, top of the round. What are you doing?
Yeah. Alright, so this is the one that we've been beating up on.
Yes, this
and this
one.
one is flying overhead.
Yes. He's currently hovering above. Looks like he's getting ready to slash at Lion after the screeching.
Okay. I think Lion is probably okay with all of his armor, so I'm gonna swing at this one first.
Alright, so you attack. Wait, is Eldwin stunned?
Yes.
everybody but Onyx and Hassan are stunned.
Oh, okay. So there would be no flank because you're stunned.
Feeling a little lonely at the moment.
The one I don't shoot
No,
you for
no.
holding bond on.
For sure.
I'm curious, what's the stun condition, icon?
It's the fist, like the one on Otto, and
I gotcha.
yeah, Otto has it on him. It's the
Auto
the
and
monk
Dosha,
fist.
yeah.
So 10, unfortunately, is not enough, and as you swing, the creature kind of flies sideways, getting out of the way.
I'll try again.
Oh yeah,
That's better.
that would definitely strike.
Oh, beautiful.
23, yep. He is struck for 11, and looks like he does not have much left in him. Anything else?
I'll tell Hassan to attack him too.
All right, Hassan jumps at him with a 17. That would strike, blasting him with force damage. He takes
Can I still
5.
get my hit points?
I don't think when you're stunned you can.
I'm not sure because it doesn't take an action or like there's no turns related. It just says at the end of their turn.
Blink
But I
it.
think,
That's a good point.
do you have to choose to do it? Or does
I think-
That's where I'm getting weird because I do technically have to choose what effect happens.
then I don't think you can.
Yeah, I think if it says you may, then it wouldn't just happen unless you.
Because there's
could.
another effect you can do instead.
Yeah, there's more than one effect is the problem.
Yeah, you can.
Whenever a creature, including a sphere, you can grant. So I'm
Oh.
assuming because I'm stunned, I just can't.
You don't have that anymore, I don't think, because you're stunned.
It's
which
not
means-
concentration.
Yeah, it stays up unless he goes down, but he may not be able to actually grant.
I'm not incapacitated by being
Right.
stunned.
Aren't
I
you?
don't think, right?
Oh,
Uh,
you are actually.
I
Yeah.
think you are.
Oh
yeah.
shoot!
Yeah.
Shoot.
Oh,
Yeah, you
it's
are.
one of-
I
well,
looked
that's fun.
wrong.
It says it
Oh,
under
that's
stunned.
frustrating.
Yeah. So Onyx, that was it for you. So yeah, I think your sphere would go down then. Eldwin, you're stunned, right?
Yep.
All right.
I'm double stunned right now.
Anvir, you're stunned. Otto, you're stunned.
There's no
Uh,
save.
Seth, no, there's not. It's
We
just
already
till,
did the save.
It's just
Well,
till
no, I
the
didn't
end
know
of
if
his
there was
turn.
something each turn on your turn,
Uh,
like some
No,
condition.
it's one turn.
And Seth,
Just one turn.
you were stunned, right?
Oh, we have to save for the poison though.
Oh yes, anyone who is poisoned. Gonna roll stuff. So let's see who's poisoned.
That's a 7.
Me.
All right, so Lion, you would take 10 points of poison damage.
So we're rolling con saves.
Yeah, let me
Yeah, to
let
see
me
if
go
it goes
through
away
that.
after the damage.
Otto, give me 5. All right. You would take 6 points of poison damage. Anvir,
I get
under
rid of it
17.
after this, but
Alright.
yeah, I still take this first.
so you made it, but you take 6 points of poison damage. And I think the Vrox go again now because we go through once.
Yep.
This one is going to. Ooh, 2 people hit him really hard. I'm gonna roll for it. Who's he gonna go for? He's gonna go for Lion. So he is going to screech angrily, attacking you at advantage. So he pecks at you first, rolls very poorly, and slashes 21 versus AC.
Yep. Yeah, because I can't take reactions.
So you take 9 slashing damage, and that
Alright.
would be it for him. This one has not been hit by anyone. I think he's going to
And
go for
stunned,
Lion
yeah.
as well.
At the stun.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought your turn got skipped because you weren't marked as stunned. So it's like,
No, literally only Onyx and that.
Yeah, I rolled a 3, so.
Alright, 18 Lion versus AC.
That will not hit.
Alright, so he pecks very hard at you, but your armor keeps him off, and he does not deal damage. Oh, and a crit. Alright, so that's going to hit you.
Look, oh shoot! I was gonna impose disadvantage. I'm sorry.
Oh!
I didn't say it fast enough. Sorry.
Sure. That's fine. With the bunny?
Yeah.
Sure. So he uses his reaction, and
Well, actually, is the bunny within 5 feet of him?
he is. He's right next
he-
to... Or,
Well,
well,
I knew he was flying in the air, so I didn't know how high.
yeah, he's in threat range, so that's
All
fine.
right, great.
So 19 versus AC Lion.
That will hit still, yeah.
Alright, but it was not a crit, so that's good. You
That's it.
take 14 slashing. And that is it for the Vrock, which means everyone is unstunned. So Lion, what are you gonna do?
Firstly,
Wait.
I'm going to use healing, or not healing up. I'm going to use lay on hands on myself to heal
Wait.
myself.
Sorry, actually I think it moved you for some reason, because you should be before the Vrocks.
Yeah.
Why did it do that? That's really weird.
I mean, it doesn't matter. He was stunned anyway.
yeah. So Dosha would go. He is going to.
Did we skip Dosha's turn last time?
No, he
No,
was
he was
stunned.
stunned.
No, I thought he was out of range. You said.
No, he
No,
got
it's
stunned.
20 feet.
Because
Oh, I
this,
must be thinking of the
this
poison.
rock that
Yeah.
flew down here is lower is the one that.
Oh, good. I just
was
missed
stunned.
that bit. That's all.
So he rushes up and stabs at the guy, but unfortunately he would miss and curse. Onyx.
All right. I'll attack the one that's wounded. I have flanking now because Eldon's back.
Yes, so they are no longer stunned, so they would provide a distraction. 19, 21, that would strike as you stab him for 11. And he is looking very wounded, but still up.
All right, I'll try one more time.
Alright, so you spin the glaive around, cutting. Oh yeah, 27 would definitely strike him again for another 12. Anything else?
Yeah, I'll have Hassan attack him again.
Alright,
That bitch need
May
to
as
die.
well.
Hassan jumps at him. 22 would strike as he slams him with force damage for 12, which will take him down.
All them damages.
Alright,
Well,
Elden.
that's MVP.
Yep.
I think I'm okay, but I just want to double check first. Because I was stunned, I lost concentration on haste.
Yes.
Would that turn have been my lethargic turn, and I'm fine now, or am I still out?
Let me see haste again.
I feel like they. Because it stuns him when he loses concentration.
Do you? How can you link it? Yeah, there we go. Let's see.
Technically, it doesn't stun. I just lose a turn.
Yeah.
I just can't do anything that turn. I'm not like stunned, but
Yeah, I think that would have been during your stun turn because you would have lost it as soon as you were stunned, and then it would have been your
I
next
thought
turn.
so, but I
So yeah, you're
wanted to double check.
you're okay now.
All right. So after that endeavor, I am going to make sure I'm in a place where you can't get all of us with a scream like last time. So I'm gonna move here.
Yeah.
Or, hold on. Yeah. And then on the rock, I will try and cast this.
Oh, all right. So you begin concentrating as you let loose a hideous laughter spell. So he gets to make a
Dumb thing throw.
wisdom. Okay. So that's wisdom, DC. So 6 becomes an 18 with advantage, and he would make his save. You believe that the creature might have resistance to your magic as you feel his force pushing back against the spell.
Oh, that's fun.
Anything else, Eldwin?
Nope, that is my turn.
Anvir.
I hate magic resistance. For my bonus action, I'll quickly move my spiritual weapon down and give him a whackety whack.
Alright, the weapon flies at him. 15 would
15?
strike, just barely, because the weapon can't flank.
Yep.
So
For
he's
8 damage.
smacked for 8.
I have a terrible suspicion I'm about to get hit, but I'm going to back up a little bit.
No, he cannot hit you from where you are.
Thank God, I wasn't sure. Just about there should do for now. And then I will, for my action, I think just do a standard guiding bolt.
All right. Oh, my apologies. You would take 6 damage at the beginning of your turn. I always forget those effects from the poison.
I saved.
Oh, you're still marked as poison. My mistake.
Oh, that's my fault. I forgot to remove it. Sorry.
You're also still marked as stunned.
Yeah, you can take those off.
Yep, I always forget to do that. For the guiding bolt, though, I'll just quickly put that through.
15. Oh, yeah, that would strike. As he is blasted with a guiding bolt for how much? 10
Only
points.
10, but the next hit has advantage.
Yep. Alright, so he screeches angrily, taking 10 as he gets ready to attack someone. Probably at this point, he might be looking at Anvir. Alright, Otto. You are still poisoned.
Try it, buddy. All of the opportunity attacks will come at you.
You would take 5 points of damage from the poison. Which I think some of it is temp HP, so.
Yeah. Alright, so he's gonna do a mind sliver.
Alright, so you chant, pointing at the creature, attempting to attack its mind. It will try to resist. Not the best in save. 6 becomes an 11. I think it fails.
Pretty crappy damage roll too, so.
So he would take 4 damage, and if he makes a save, just remind me that he gets a negative. Anything else?
No, that's all I got.
Alright, Seth.
Come straight down. Okay to stand here. There's no objects. I can stand on the bench.
Alright, so you're hopping over the altar here? Is that right?
Yeah.
Alright, so that's 5, 15, so it's 25 feet to get where you are with the hopping over things. And attacking.
Yeah, I'll swing at him.
Alright, you have advantage because of the guiding bolt.
Ooh, nice. Well, let's add this then. Okay.
So second roll.
I'll figure this out, guys, so it doesn't take time for us.
So
20 hits.
12. Yes. So yeah, 20 would be enough to strike.
So I'll do the same thing as last time. Still using my Great Weapon Master, and I'll still do the half for the fire.
Alright,
But no smite though. I'm not gonna smite.
so that's 10 plus 14. So that's
5 is fire.
24 plus another 2, 26. Alright, so he screeches and takes 26 damage, looking wounded from the attack, spinning around towards you. Anything else?
Nope, I'm done.
Lion.
Okie dokie.
Take 3 points of poison.
Yep.
You're throwing up a bit.
Anyway, Lion's gonna make an attack against this dude.
Alright, you are at disadvantage.
Yep. So I will use the emboldening bond to give me that 1d4 extra.
Okay. Haha. 14 becomes a 16, which would be enough.
Ooh, nice. They even need to use the emboldening bond. Anyway, I will use that last 3rd level slot for a 3rd level smite.
Alright, so as you impact with your weapon, there's another explosion of radiant energy, doing 10 plus another 5d8.
I believe so. Ooh, nice. Also, I forget, am I able to add emboldening bond to my damage? I do not believe I do, but I
No.
want to sure. Okay.
Alright, so it now turns back towards you as you have gotten it very angry. Give me
Just
another,
spinning in circles.
yeah, like, as he's getting cut from both sides. Give me a con save to try to drop the poison.
Nah, this is not my day.
Oh, alright, so you're still poisoned. The Varrock is going to attack Lion.
Con save at the end of my turn to get rid of the poison?
Yeah, sure, if you didn't do it, go ahead and do it.
Thank you. I didn't realize that I was. Yeah.
No, unfortunately, you would still have it as well. So the Varrock is going to first peck at Lion. 23 versus AC.
I believe that will not hit if I use shield.
Alright, so you spend a reaction throwing your hand up and using a shield spell, which would put your AC to 24, I believe. So it is going to screech with frustration and try to talon attack you anyway, because it's not very smart.
Hassan will use his reaction then for disadvantage.
Alright, so you give him disadvantage. 25 becomes a 14, and he would miss.
Thank you, buddy. You have saved me.
That was a good roll. Curse you, Hassan! Alright, so that's it for the Vrocks. Dosha goes. He says, I will end it! And he's gonna jump up, stabbing at him.
He wants to kill.
Go, Dosha.
He will strike. Good job, Dosha.
The bloodlust is showing.
Yeah. I should really macro this.
You'll macro it, and then we'll just see Dosha in combat again.
So he does 14 points of damage as he gets a nasty stab on it, and the creature is looking very beat up. That's it for Dosha. Onyx.
All right. Yeah. I guess I'm just gonna swing.
Alright, so setting your glaive, you go for a strike. 18 will hit. Huh. 7 points of damage is not enough to finish it, and it's still alive.
Okay. Well, here comes the second attack.
15 would be just enough.
Oh.
You got a Dosha. Alright, so he is struck. And he goes down. Unfortunately, we still have poison, people. So I need to play that out for the next minute. And does anyone have a way of curing the poison, or do we have to keep saving?
I'm going to use lay on hands on myself to end my poison condition.
Alright,
And I'll
so,
prepare myself for 10.
so it would tick one more time, because you would have to wait for your turn to do that. Doing, 10 points of damage. Ouch.
On my turn, though, which comes before Otto's,
Yeah.
I will touch him and do lesser restoration.
Press restoration.
Thank you.
Alright.
Lesser restoration.
Alright, so you get rid of the last bits of poison, and combat would end. What do you all want to do?
Quick breather.
On it.
That would be nice.
Can I put some of that salve you carry?
Yes. Of course. Anyone else?
No, I'm fine.
Okay. This is for Otto.
Alright, so you would heal
Oh, that's
Otto
very
for
nice.
12. And Lion, I assume?
Oh, yeah. I will happily take any healing.
Okay.
Quick hour break, anybody? Or
15, alright. So you two feel a bit better.
Otto is happy much more happily now.
Lion will take a seat after that battle, which rumbles the floor a little bit because big boy, and then shrink down.
Yeah, it's only a
I
minute.
don't think you start like sitting halfway as you're shrinking, so it's just kind of like halfway in the air, you shrink and you're just still in there. Just
I mean, I can. That lasts for a while if you want me to keep concentrating on it.
So Dosha would walk up to you, Seth, and he says,
It's just a minute. Yeah.
your mastery of the sword is impressive. And he goes to shake your hand.
I will shake his hand. I'll kind of give him an odd, quizzical look because I don't think I've ever met a gnoll. And then I'll thank him for his kind words. Say perhaps when we have a better chance to talk, you can tell me how you fell in with this party, fell in with this group.
He laughs. He
Pretty
says,
common, I think.
"They almost killed me, but
Mhm.
that reaction is fairly normal around humans."
Quite the story, then, I'm sure.
And he would nod. So are you trying to all take an hour rest here?
Yeah, I'll
Mm,
quickly
yeah?
ritual cast the dome.
I know it's a
Oh.
bit late, but why don't we do a 5-minute break for stretch and bathroom, and then we can continue.
Sounds good.
All right,
Yeah,
I'll be
sure.
right back.
Sure. Yep.
So, who's gonna chill here with me?
Oh well.
Yeah, I don't need to go anywhere.
So, what have you all been up to?
Not much.
Pretty much just work.
Anything in games, movies, anything like that?
Like I've been playing so much of Pokemon Legends recently. Like way too much.
I should probably not do hit dice until he says if we get the long rest or not, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably not.
sometimes stuff interrupts us
Sure.
and we don't get it. Yeah.
Me
But
personally,
are
been playing the
we-
shit out of Elden Ring.
Do we need
Uh,
the rest, or are we?
I was just wanting it for my channel divinities because then I could
Oh,
quickly
that's
use one to
fair.
get a spell slot and then get both of them back.
That's fair because that sanctuary is pivotal for us in combat.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm so pissed off that that stun got rid of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I feel you. When I get stunned, I lose my Blade Song and my haste. Bad times.
As a paladin,
I
I
didn't
do
realize
like to
it-
attack.
But yeah. Nah, but me lately been playing the shit out of Elden Ring.
Nice,
I
I'm-
downloaded.
I guess I can bring Romty back if we're gonna do the rest as well.
That's true, yeah.
As for me, I have downloaded an emulator and started playing through the Family Guy video game specifically for the PS2.
Oh yeah.
It's honestly, I'm not even a fan of the show. Like, I find the show kind of boring. But
The middle seasons are the best.
oh yeah, I think I actually quite like the early seasons, and it had a specific flair to it. Not one, but surprisingly, the game is actually pretty decent. Like, I'm not gonna call it great, but it's not bad.
Yeah, like the I'd say the first 1 or 2 seasons aren't the best, but like definitely some of the early stuff is good.
Oh yeah. Plus, I just like him more because it's they weren't as flangerized, I believe the wording is flangerized, whatever. But
In what
I just-
context?
in the sense of the personalities and just so on and so forth. I also find the characters to be a little bit more, or like they don't feel like they're stereotypes, but not too as big of an
Accurate.
extent, Yeah.
All right, I've
Like some
returned.
stereotypes are like bad, but they're still kind of accurate.
Yeah. Yeah, like the characters were annoying, I guess is what I'm trying to say. They were actually
That's
kind
right.
of funny and interesting. Like
They
the
used to
Lotus was like the voice wasn't as ridiculous, it's more subtle, but then later season it's just irritating.
There were different voice actresses, which also applied to that.
Well, I thought it was the same voice actress throughout.
No, not from season 1. They changed her, I think, 1 or 2 times.
I gotcha, but either way, the point
Same
still
with
stands.
Meg.
The voice was less grating.
Is
I think the only
everyone
3
back.
I think so.
Yes,
Present.
I believe so.
All right. Let us continue, because we only got like 15 minutes. So the group's trying to take a long rest, or sorry, a short rest.
Short. Just a shorty. Yeah, I was going to try and put the HUD up.
All right.
Let's maybe not have rock in there.
We could do it up here or something, or somewhere.
So- Well, the Vrock, as usual, they have disappeared and left behind their essence. So
I'll
there's not
try and
much
do
of
the
their
hut
body left.
like right on them, and that way we can harvest the essence in the hut.
Before you start casting the HUD, do you wanna give me some guidance for the check for? Because I'm assuming this is Arcana as well for this asset.
I think you still have emboldening bond
Arcana
too.
or
If you're doing
religion?
this right after the combat.
So gathering the essence of the Vrox would be Arcana because they're planar creatures.
Okay. Thought
Yeah,
we did
but-
religion for a couple of the other ones.
That's for undead.
Oh, that was the undead ones. Okay, I couldn't remember which one. But yeah, I'll quickly give you some guidance if you're going to try and collect this, I suppose.
It doesn't hurt.
So Seth, with your knowledge of Arcana, you know that often demons can leave behind an essence that can be used for certain types of magic rituals and crafting.
Guidance is a default, right?
Collecting.
Yeah, I just linked it there.
I think you still have emboldening bond as well because we've just finished combat.
Just used it there.
If it matters in the how many essences you get.
I mean,
Uh,
hey, it might give us a bonus.
Bumped him up to 25 with your D4 as well, so.
So with a 19, you would gather...
Plus 6.
25.
He rolled
yeah.
2 D4s from my guidance and he heard. So it was
Oh,
25
because you
total.
have the emboldening bond. All right, so then you would gather about 100 gold pieces worth of rock essence from the remainder of the creatures.
Okay. We've got a bunch of vials from that from the library.
I'm
And,
assuming I got the heart off in the time that he was harvesting.
yeah, that's fine. So it has been quiet. Luckily, nothing seems to have heard the combat. And you would get the hut up, and you're going to attempt a rest, right?
Yes.
Auto begins casting Find Familiar during the rest.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a D20 roll, someone.
Before we go down to rest, I'm also going to use my, what's it called?
11.
Harness Divine Power is what I'm going to do quickly.
Oh yeah, good idea.
Alright, so as you start the rest, use Harness Divine Power. And actually, the rest passes without issue. So go ahead and take a short rest, spend hit dice, and regain any of your appropriate powers.
During the short rest, I would try and identify that ring.
Oh yeah, true. So it's probably about 9 o'clock when the rest ends. And the ring is actually a ring of protection.
Ooh.
+1.
Who do we want to give it to? I won't say no.
Who's got the lower AC? I guess. Good
Yeah, who
benefit.
needs it the most, I guess?
Mine's 16. Just throwing it out there.
If I had it, it would bump me up to a nice round 18.
Auto's is also 16, but honestly, I think that the people who get hit the most can always benefit from higher ACs, like our frontliners. Because, like, I mean, are we really going to get
What's a
hit that
few-
much less going from, like, 15 or 16 up to 17? You
I'm
know?
assuming Onyx has the lowest AC out of the 4 of the front lines.
Onyx and I have the
just-
same.
Got an AC of 6.
what-
Oh, of the
the-
frontliners,
guy.
you mean? Yeah, no,
Ooh.
that's fair.
No,
Oh.
there's 3 16s we've got so far.
But I can always bounce off a shield too. So.
Yeah, and if at some point,
Not with a
you
great
know,
sword, you can't.
if I get
Oh, sorry,
another,
the spell shield, not the shield.
Uh,
The physical shield.
yeah, I was gonna say if we find another magic weapon, and someone else wants to use the glaive, I can go back to doing one-handed weapon and shield, and then I've got 18. So
yeah. Did you want the glaive at all? Is your weapon magical?
Seth, yeah,
Seth.
Yes. Packed weapon counts as magical.
Nice.
Yes, but literally, is it a magical weapon normally?
No, but
Because
in my
this
mind
glaive
it
is
is.
+1.
It's not a +1. No.
This is a +1, so you could take the glaive.
well,
But can't pact magic not use two-handed weapons to make into a packed weapon?
You can if you use Pact of the Blade.
which is what I have. Yeah, yeah. Well, I'll hang on to my sword, and I don't mind if someone else takes that ring. It works out well. I like my sword.
And remember, no matter what we decide now, we can always redistribute. Later if we need to, if we get more magic items.
Sorry, what happened
Look,
with the sword from the bar?
Oh.
Lion has it. That's what he's been using.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
guys
Wait,
were having this discussion
Did
about which
Onyx
one.
give it up willingly? Because Onyx is the one that stole it.
He was 50-50 on it, honestly. He was like, look, we'll talk about this later, but okay for now.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Because I was thinking I could switch back to using the shield. Right.
Yeah.
So,
You were thinking about it, but for now you were sticking with the glaive.
yeah.
How's everyone like in general? Like, how's everyone with their saving throws? Because Ring of Protection is also a +1 to saving throws,
Yeah.
right?
I have a negative to strength, but otherwise I'm...
I assume you're all
Plus.
discussing the magics of the ring while you're taking your rest, trying to keep your voice
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I would also
Like, trying
at
to
some point.
Probably the best
Well,
item we've gotten yet.
Otto's chanting.
Yeah.
It's not really part of the conversation because he's doing his ritual.
At some
Look,
point, I would
the
also
only
scroll
thing
over.
I'm going to say is it was my spell slot that got us...
Uh-oh.
That got you what?
We would've, yeah, if I didn't use my spell slot, we wouldn't have gotten it at all. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm
No,
sorry,
Anarch.
I keep missing. Like you said, if it wasn't for your spell slot, we wouldn't have gotten what?
The ring.
The ring.
How
'Cause it
so?
dispelled.
Oh, because he dispelled.
Because
Well, I mean, are you the only? I don't think you're the only party member that can dispel.
I think I am.
Are you? Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm
Nothing
too
now,
used
Because I don't
to-
think Elduin knows how to do it, and everybody else is like multi-class, so they
Mhm,
have
yeah.
levels that high.
No, I took Counterspell because I knew you could dispel.
Yeah.
Um,
But anyway,
At some point, since I don't really need the benefit of the long rest, I would wander over to the altar and see what's on it because there's a book.
that's the third time we've asked
Oh, it is.
about the
Yeah,
book.
yeah, it's empty. It's empty.
Lou, you need to fix your illustrations because it's confusing us all.
All right,
Sorry,
my
sorry.
apologies.
Never mind. I don't know how I missed that.
My
Um,
AC can already get to insane levels. Like, I can get to a 20 to 21 easily now, so... And my saving throws aren't terrible, so I'm fine giving up the ring to someone else.
how about this? Who wants it?
I think everyone.
No, I mean, Otto's not claiming it. I mean, yeah, it would give him an extra AC, but I don't think that that's the best use of it for the group. So Otto's definitely not going to raise his hand if we're like, who wants it?
Mine's fine with his AC.
I'll pass. Seth will pass. So whoever's left, go ahead.
All right, I'll take
The
it.
Hey,
No, that's all right.
you had
Andrew,
nothing to do
you
with
have
the
it.
acquisition of this ring.
Oh, everyone ignore
Uh,
that.
Was that supposed to be a whisper? So at some
Who's
point
getting
near the end of the long rest, Otto's been like chanting, and all of a sudden Romty will like materialize in the middle of the hut, and then she's just gonna like turn and look at you all and scream, and just be her annoying like awful self. Like,
As you summon
Oh,
Monty back.
Okay, that's back.
All right.
you're like, oh, good, she's back.
So, yeah, as I said, the hour has passed. You're all feeling pretty, I would assume, a little bit better. What do you want to do?
Is there anything on
Who
the
took
altar?
the ring? Can we say
Who took the darn ring? Eh?
So
all right,
there,
how about this?
take
Anyone who
love
thinks anyone who wants the ring and thinks that it is, a good choice for the party, because there's several good choices here. But you think that it's a good choice for the party for your character to have it. Just let's do roll d20s or something, so we don't have to spend too much time on it.
Oh,
My
so-
thing is it will also help with my concentration. Because it's a saving throw.
and I concentrate on spells as well. So
I'll do your
We
So
bonus.
yeah, go for it, guys.
Should it just me and Onyx of Rollies for it?
Go for it.
I'm just gonna walk like right between the two of them and be like, okay, this is what we're doing. I'll toss the ring into the air
So
because I have.
you're making a little bit of noise as you discuss the ring. Give me another d20 roll.
God
I
damn.
should have the roll, the ring. Look.
After doing that, I'll do the 20
The
roll.
one ring.
Let
to
me
rule
carry
them
the ring.
all.
Yeah, it's like the One Ring. Everyone's arguing. It's mine, my precious, my own. No, you're okay for now as you discuss the who gets the ring.
Are we rolling for it or not, Onyx?
We go up against like several demons, but the
Why
ring
do
is
some
what
of
tears
the
the party
rolls
apart.
show up with, why do some of the rolls show up with the glowy die and others don't?
No.
I'm just curious.
Yeah,
Probably
Uh,
upsetting.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That's weird, but
I mean,
Uh,
they've all got the little atom symbol, which I think is meant to validate the RNG in Roll20. But just some of them have the green die around them. Didn't know what that meant.
The character sheet.
it means
Uh,
Eldwin's
so-
cheating.
But no,
Yeah.
no.
All right, so Onyx.
he cheated with a 6. He's like,
yeah.
oh, I'm
It's a
gonna
very.
cheat.
I didn't say he was
Okay.
good at cheating. I just said he was cheating.
Man, if I'm cheating and this is how I've been rolling tonight, man.
All right, so Onyx is
You gotta
taking
get
the
a better
ring.
cheating dice.
Yeah, your cheating program's terrible.
Is it an attunement ring? Could he ever tune to it during the rest?
Yes, it would require attunement. So, I would say he probably could not have attuned during the rest because you were identifying it. So it might require another rest, but for now, Onyx has it.
And that's another reason that we might pass things around and exchange things later as we level up and gain more items, because people will start to balance like attunement slots and stuff. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Well, my main thing was I literally have nothing magical on my person.
most of us don't. I mean, unless
Onyx
you
now
count
has 2.
Otto's, unless you count Otto's vessel.
Makes it.
Well, Onyx now has the glaive and the ring.
Oh, that's true.
Not the glaive.
Do I look like I can use a glaive?
I do think. I mean, like we want to. I mean, we need to protect Onvir. He's very, very valuable to us with that sanctuary, as we've seen time and again. But also, like, obviously, when Onvir gets hit, something has gone wrong. Whereas the other folks are right up in the front line, expecting to get hit. That's like
You say
par for
that.
the
I
course.
get hit very frequently.
Yeah, we all do. I mean, Otto has ended up in melee. Should. I'm just saying we can revisit this later. Let's not spend too much time on it. I think we're almost like out of time tonight.
Yeah, we are.
So yeah, actually we are at about 8:30. But where is the group heading after this?
I think we're just going to continue exploring.
Now that the statue is destroyed, just so I have an idea of
2
what
doors,
area.
right? One in the top left corner and back down the corridor we came from, right?
Yes,
I
so
think we
there's a
should
door
continue
here
on.
heading out into the thing, and yeah, there's this door which the hallway would continue south.
Yeah, I want to
I would
check
go
out. I
for
think we
that.
want to check that hallway first and see where it goes.
Because I think the other one looks like it might take us back to either parts of the temple we've already been, or parts of the temple that we were like, we'll have to explore there next. Unless we end up going full circle.
Well,
and-
that door lines up. I think we're smart enough to realize would line up almost perfectly with the other hallway we saw.
Yeah, I mean, well, it depends on our players' intelligence.
We could
and
also
stuff, if
just
we have
open
anyone
the
drawing a
door
map.
for like
but,
2 seconds to look at it and see that it's the same spot.
Sure.
But yeah, so we'll probably go south next time, like through the door back through the door we came.
All
I'm
right.
about
Okay.
10 now.
Give me 1 second. I'm sending messages to people.
By the way,
So
being poisoned and stunned, that sucks.
Rocks are nasty.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll continue next week. Now that Seth's all introduced, it should speed up a little. But yeah, as Seth, I guess maybe we could work on those macros and get those all set up either during the week. If you need help, just let me know. But yeah, any thoughts or questions or anything before we wrap for the evening?
Not that I can think of.
All right, so let's just do MVP votes. Give me a whisper with who you think should be MVP for the evening.
MVP. Ooh.
Yeah, you can't vote for yourself. Just FYI. That's usually what people ask me right after. All right, I got
Well, we have
5
a
votes.
repeat of week.
So it looks like there's a tie between Seth and Onyx. So you guys give me a D20 roll off. Oh,
Ooh.
Seth.
Oh, we're
Jesus.
so bad rolls.
High rollers.
Jeez.
So yeah, Seth, you would be MVP, so you get a story point, which you can use for advantage, like you would use normal inspiration.
So you have
All
2
right.
now. So I recommend making a little resource box in your character sheet to track them.
Yeah, you can add it as a resource. That's the easiest way on Roll20.
Because the normal inspiration field on the sheet only accounts for you having 1 at a time. So
All right,
Sounds
so
good. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll see you all next week. Everyone, take care.
See ya.
Pleasure, guys.
Bitches.
Yeah, and welcome
night,
to the
everybody.
group.
Yep. Welcome.
thanks for joining.
Welcome, man.
Stay safe, guys.
And I have to take notes. And thanks for everyone watching on the stream. Feel free to subscribe or follow me, and I'll see you all next time.